heat race of the day. Getting ready to pull out at heat race number 2 for the All-Star Twins. 21 seed Daniel Poole, Gaffney, South Carolina on the Kawasaki. 35, Johnny Bova, Wadsworth, Ohio on the Harley-Davidson. 701, that's Jess Reynolds. She's from Coopersburg, Pennsylvania. This time she's out there on her twin Kawasaki. And the 73, Shane Livingston out there. Looks like he's on a Harley-Davidson. So we got 4 riders for heat race number 2. Lining them up. Heat race number 2, All-Star Twins, 8-lap heat race. Lining them up. Light is green. Livingston grabbing a hole shot. Shane Livingston takes his Harley-Davidson out in front. The final heat race of the day. Poole right there in second. Jess Reynolds around the outside looking for third. She's got it. She sets her sights now for second place. They'll go down the back straightaway. It is Livingston on the 73. They go deep into turn number 3. Up the racetrack they go. Poole right there in second. Jess Reynolds. She doesn't have a lot of experience on the twins, so she's getting her hands full today. She's back there in third. It's an 8-lap qualifying heat race, the final heat race of the afternoon. We'll have 2 Dash for Cashes coming up in a little bit, and then we'll have our main event. Battles on for the top spot. They'll take them off a 2 down the back straightaway. We got company for the lead. Daniel Poole closed up on Livingston over there in turn number 2. Now he goes to the high side. They're trying to go 2 by 2. Watch out for them hay bales. They come up fast in a hurry. Off of turn number 4, back onto the front side. The 21's on the move. Here comes Poole. Poole up in the deep stuff. Daniel Poole from Gaffney, South Carolina is in second, but he wants some more. He's up on the high side, the long way around the half mile here in Frederick. Up to the high side still, up against the fence. It is Livingston, Daniel Poole, Jess Reynolds still in third. Fourth is Johnny Bova from Ohio. Into the turn number 3 and 4. Jess Reynolds actually closed up on the leaders this time in 3 and 4. She gets a little bit sideways coming off the final corner though. Livingston out front, Poole in second. Jess Reynolds starting to feel a little bit more comfortable in that twin. She's caught up to the leaders. We got 3-way battle for the top spot. They will all transfer to the main. They're still trying to be the fastest qualifier to pick up that extra $92 to honor Hot Rod Rodney Ferris. Whoever has the fastest heat race will pick that extra money up. Battle's on for the top spot. Livingston still has it. Here comes Daniel Poole going back to the high side. Jess Reynolds in hot pursuit of the leaders. It is Shane Livingston, Daniel Poole, Jess Reynolds. A little bit of a break back to Johnny Bova on that Harley-Davidson. So we got Livingston out front on the Harley. Daniel Poole in second on a Kawasaki. Jess Reynolds in third. She's also on a Kawasaki. Your top 3 into turn number 3. 8-lap heat race. This is your all-star twins class. The big money class of the day. Here comes Daniel Poole going after the leader. Poole is right there. They all 3 drop to the bottom of the racetrack going into turn number 1. They go up the racetrack just a little bit in turn 2. Look at Jess Reynolds, has that thing sideways. Feet on the pegs. Transferring that weight over that rear wheel. Getting the drive down the back straightaway. 3 riders trying to settle this one. She is a up-and-coming rider. She'll be pro before we know it. Here she comes. She loses a little bit of ground right there, but she'll close in again. Here comes Daniel Poole looking for the lead. What I like about her, too, is she works on a lot of her own motorcycle stuff. She's the full deal. She's not scared to get out there, turn the wrenches, change tires. She does it all. Down into turn number 3. Livingston has his hands full. White flag's going to fly next time by. Here comes Daniel Poole, and don't count out Jess Reynolds. They're coming to the white flag. Who's going to win this one? Final heat race of the day. Livingston, Poole, here comes Jess Reynolds. She goes in hot into turn number 1. She goes up the racetrack, squares it off. She's looking around the outside for second place. Here comes Jess. She gets back in line. She ran out of real estate coming up at turn number 2. That fence comes up in a hurry. Into the final corner for the final time of the final heat race. Livingston, Jess Reynolds in hot pursuit. She gets this thing sideways. They'll transfer the weight. Poole makes a mistake. Here they come to the line. Poole looks over his shoulder. What a race right there. Shane Livingston taking the win. Daniel Poole is second. Jess Reynolds is third. And fourth is Johnny Bova. Well, that is it for our heat race action, folks. We're going to take a break in the action. There should be a few T-shirts left over there. Grab your T-shirt while you can. Get something to eat or drink. Stay hydrated. We know it's warm out there. Take turns with water, maybe an adult beverage, whatever you need to do to to soothe your thirst, or quench your thirst, I should say. I'm Scotty Dibbler. We're going to take a break in the action. Richard Riley's going to talk to us for a little bit, but in just a few moments, we're going to have 2 Dash for Cash races and then all of our main events.
Hey, I also want to remind everybody that the Lions Club has a 50-50 going, so make sure you stop over and get some tickets for the Lions Club. It'll pay for your tickets to get here today for you and all your family. They've got quite a few tickets in the bucket already. If you can't see the people that are walking around selling the tickets, you go through the causeway, and they're offering water for $1. And, of course, get your tickets for the 50-50 and see if we can't come up with some cash for you for the day. Let's take it down to Richard Riley.
You know, you took the words right out of my mouth, Kevin. I was going to plug the Lions Club. And they have run this race. They ran it for almost 50 years, from like 55 to 2006. That might be 51.
Yeah.
You know, we lose a year, we move a year around when it comes to the Fritchie, but it's all about the conversation, and if you're talking about it, it counts. But at any rate, let's support the Lions Club. We appreciate them so very much. And after the Dash for Cash, we were kind of looking at 2 o'clock to be able to pull those numbers. So I won't say you're necessarily running out of time, but we've got a few minutes left for them. So see the Lions down there and support them with your cash. They're going to split it. I want to say last year we may have had a few more fans in the stands, but I think somebody went home with just shy of $1,000 in that 50-50 raffle. So if you're a gambling man or a gambling girl, see the Lions. Thank you. And here is a collector's tractor that ought to be on a showroom floor out here doing the Fritchie for us. Mr. Gladhill, thank you so much.
All right, we are back with you here live at the Barbara Fritchie Classic. We had a little break in the action here. The preliminaries are over, and we're ready to go. I just wanted to take this opportunity to invite you to come on down to the fairgrounds and check it out. It's $20 for adults, kids 7 to 12, $10. You can come on in and enjoy the grandstand. We've got food, we've got entertainment, lots of great stuff going on. Of course, the best thrills and spills motorcycle racing you've ever seen. And a special guest here with us, Bob.
Yeah, this is Dave Back. Good afternoon, everybody. And Frederick, this is the 101st running of the Barbara Fritchie Classic. And many, many, many legendary racers have competed here. And in fact, a lot of the guys running today are professional riders who actually raced Saturday night in Weedsport, New York. But it's hard to pass up the Barbara Fritchie. It's got so much heritage and history, and the track today. Track is in very good shape. Weather's very good. Really great event. Come on down and check it out.
Now, how familiar are you with the history of the Fritchie?
Well, let me say this. My first event was 1978. Right. So I can't say that I could record the history of it, but I've seen a lot of famous riders work here, and in fact...
what's your most memorable rider here?
Ooh, I'm going to go with Rodney Ferris.
Yeah, Kind of knew you'd say that. Kind of knew you'd say that. Now, it was a special treat for me about, I want to say 5, 6, 7 years ago, when I was sitting on this platform. The Grand Marshal for that particular race was a gentleman named Bob Miller. And he owned a motorcycle shop over in Hyattsville, Triumph shop over there. And he came, and I was so cool for me because the last time I'd seen this guy, he was in his 80s. The last time I'd seen him was when I was 10 years old. I remember sitting on a Triumph in his showroom while my dad and he talked. My dad raced for many, many years in the Barbara Fritchie Classic. He was number 17 seed Hedgecock. And he raced back in the 50s and 60s.
I met Seed one time, and everybody told me no matter how old this man is, if he's on the racetrack, be careful if you follow him.
Yeah, he was unstoppable. He definitely was. The guy he worked over at Heiser Cycle for many, many years after he retired, and he worked on a CBS camera crew and down in Belize, and ended up buying a big place down there, a farm down in Belize, and that's where he finally passed away, on his farm down in Belize back in the early 2000s. So it was good for me that I got involved with this race because of him and the legacy that he left behind with motorcycle racing. So, but I know when you said Rodney Ferris, that jumped out at me. Another guy that I grew up with, a name you might recognize, George Ireland.
Oh, yes.
George is kind of like the unofficial historian of motorcycle racing on the East Coast.
Is that so? Yeah, I've known George. I used to work for a company called Cycles USA in...
That in Rockville?
It wasn't in Rockville. It was... Good grief. I want to say Aspen Hill, Silver Spring area.
Yeah, it was right. Yeah, it was Aspen Hill.
Exactly.
Cycles USA, right across the street from what's now the Home Depot on Georgia Avenue.
Right, where Georgia and I believe New Hampshire Avenue intersect with one another.
So now, did you know Donald Lackey, who owned the motorcycle shop up in Rockville?
No, I never met him.
Well, that's my wife's father.
Oh, really?
So the motorcycles are in our blood, definitely. So great time to have it. And how did you get started in motorcycle racing? What's your connection to racing? You're with PMN, right?
Yes, I am.
Performance Motorsports Network. Tell us a little bit about that.
Okay. Well, yeah, Performance Motorsports Network is really generous with me because I don't have licenses now, but I had a sports car racing license after 16 years bout with motorcycle road racing. And my motorcycle road racing came about, I went to work for a Volvo Subaru dealer, and I was a technician there, and I had to push out all the bikes every morning. And I'm like, but what are all these bikes? And then there was this one Norton with these really small clip-on handlebars, and I'm like, why? And I asked the guys, he's in the audience here, Bill Dietz, hi Bill. And I asked him, why such small handlebars? And he said, I road raced that. And I was like, where? He said, Summit Point. I'm like, Summit Point?
There you go.
I said, that's a car track. Well, he says, they
race sports cars,
there. Yeah. So, then it's like, well, I got the bug to buy my first bike, and I did. And Bill helped me prep a 1976 Ducati 860 GT.
Nice.
And I didn't even have a motorcycle license. I went to the track with a bike. I said, I want to race. They said, it's $50 for a license.
Huh.
I'm like, oh, okay.
Well, that's easy.
And then what do I do? Well, you got to enter some races. Oh, okay. Well, what kind of bike do you have? I said, well, I have a Ducati 860. They said, well, is the motorcycle bone stock? I said, no, it's got a set of pipes on it. Oh, okay. Well, you're going to have to run open superbike. I'm like, wow, what a way to start,
Right to the top.
So, I had no clue. I went to tech inspection. I put the sticker on it. So what do I do now? He said, go practice. And he pointed to pit out, and that was the start.
That's how you got started. Wow, what a great story.
Trial by fire.
So we saw a little while ago that they had a racer out here that was 76 years old. Did you catch that?
Oh yeah. Yep, got some good shots of the guy.
One of our favorite classes, the vintage class, which will be coming up, where you get the old Indians and Harleys and Triumphs and BSAs running against each other. be a lot of fun to see those old bikes out there. It's not as fast as the racing, but it's more exciting because it's very authentic for us old timers.
Well, that, and there's the other aspect of it. It's the smell of the fuel they burn, and it's the sound.
Yeah.
And the character. I mean, it's wonderful.
Right. Absolutely. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're here at the Barbara Fritchie Classic. This is a special 4th of Day holiday edition. Happy Independence Day to all of you. We're here at the Barbara Fritchie at the Frederick Fairgrounds Classic Motorcycle Race. Once again, this is I believe our 10th year in a row of bringing this race to you live every 4th of July. It's a celebration and a tradition that we like to carry, and we hope you do too. You can catch the live video feed, WTHUradio.com. All the action live as well. Watch it on your mobile device, your laptop. Send it to your friends. Let them know about it. It's free. It's our holiday 4th of July gift to you. Let's get back to the music now. And a little celebration here with some great music. Coming to you live from Cool Oldies 1450 THU. Let's get on the love train with the OJs.
Hands are rocking, don't come a knocking. WTHUradio.com. We are the Four Saints Chloe. 1450 WTHU AM, Vermont, Gettysburg, Frederick.
To win. Dustin Healy. Here comes Jeremiah Snow. He's going all the way outside. He wants to be on that race line. And the 21C of Daniel Poole. Daniel Poole has to make both of them. 4-lap dash for guys. Here we go. And Jess Reynolds with the whole shot as she pulls them down through turn 2. Dustin Healy in second. Down the back straight they go. And into turn 3. Jess Reynolds say, I don't care I'm a woman. I'm going to beat you anyway. Down the front straight she comes out of turn 4. Jess Reynolds in the lead. Dustin Healy in second. Jeremiah Snow and Poole in fourth as they make their way into turn 2 and down the back straight. Dustin Healy's getting some company there on the back fender. Here comes Jeremiah Snow trying to put some pressure on. Into turn 3. Coming out of 4, Jess Reynolds. 2 laps to go. 4 laps will give you $500. Man, that goes a long way to making your way back and forth from a race. $500, even with gas prices today. She's down into turn 3. Healy about 2.5, 3 seconds back behind her. White flag will come out. One last lap, $500 to win. The only problem she's going to have is picking the bugs and the cinders out of her teeth from smiling so much as she goes down the back straight into turn 3. Jess Reynolds bringing it around. 1 turn to go, and a $500 check. Let's give her a big hand. Jess Reynolds taking the win in the dash for cash. Dustin Healy in second. Jeremiah Jones in third. And Daniel Poole in fourth. Next up is going to be the All-Star Twins, and we're going to take it down to our good friend, Scotty Dubler.
What a race. Jess is here to win some money. She's here to win some fans over. What do you guys think? Jess Reynolds taking the win. Beating all the boys out there in that 701 KTM. She's going to come on back around. We're going to talk to her. She gets to pick up her money when we get all done. There are 2 Dash for Cash races. This was the Donald K. Smith Memorial Dash for Cash. And again, your winner, the 701 of Jess Reynolds. We'll talk to her real quick. We got the twins already lining up. Up next, I said, is the May Family Dash for Cash for the All-Star Twins. Daniel Poole's got to go back-to-back, so he's going to hop off of one bike and hop onto the other one. Here comes some of the riders who are sneaking their way through the infield, but we're waiting for the 701 to make her way back around. We want you guys to see her, so you guys can make some noise for her. Richard Riley has that $500. It'll be waiting over there at the payout window, so Not sure where she went. Can you see her from up there?
Hey, Jess Reynolds is leaving tomorrow for the Amateur National Championship, so
There she comes.
this will help her get out there a lot easier.
Absolutely. We'll bring her on out. Here comes the 45. Here
Man,
comes
what a
third place.
tribute.
Let's go ahead and talk to all three real quick. Give them just a second to take their helmets off. Here he is, finishing third. They call him the Snowman, Jeremiah Snow. Jeremiah, that was just a Dash for Cash. Doesn't pay a whole lot, but it's something. It's $150, but you made it to the Dash for Cash. The main money's in that main event.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You have some fun?
I'm fat, man.
You're fat? Does that slow you down?
A little bit better traction, but, you know, not consistent.
All right, well, good luck in the main.
Thank you.
The Snowman, Jeremiah Snow, he's the one that said, I didn't say that because I don't have any room to talk. Let's go over here, second place. Coming up just a little bit short, Dustin Healy. Dustin, second place, not too bad in the dash. It pays a lot more in that main event.
Oh, yeah.
So what are you going to do to beat that girl sitting beside you?
I guess I just got to push harder in the corners. She's flying, so.
She is flying. Do you want to say thanks to anybody real quick?
My mom and dad, Northeast Seamless, Moto Gear, AOT Racing, Lowry Racing, and R9 Designs.
All right, there's second place, 45, Dustin Healy. And on top of the box, she beat all the boys. She is your Dash for Cash winner from Pennsylvania, 701. Jess Reynolds, make some noise for her. Let her hear ya. I was trying to get you fired up. I told you it's $500 to win. Congratulations.
Thank you. I was pretty pumped to go out, but last time you said something like that, I got a bad start. It kind of jinxed me, so I wasn't letting myself get ahead of myself. So
We don't have to worry about that jinx no more. I'm going to talk about you every time you come out here because I'm super proud of you. You're one heck of a rider, and what I like about you too is you hate to get beat.
well, I mean, who doesn't hate to get beat? But I'm one of the only girls to do it, so you gotta do what you gotta do.
$500 to help you get down the road. Next week you start the AMA Amateur Nationals, the Grand Championships they call them nowadays. But best of luck to you down there. Let's focus in on this main event. We'll see you on top of the box one more time.
Thank you.
Jess Reynolds right there taking the win out here in our Donald K. Smith Memorial Dash for Cash. $500 going to Jess. Second will be Dustin Healy. And third, the $150 to Jeremiah Snow. $100 goes out to Daniel Poole. That was only our first Dash for Cash. Dash for Cash number 2 is staged up over there. We're taking it from the single-cylinder motorcycles up to the twins.
All right, All-Star Twins coming out here. Your fast qualifier in the Twins, and he's gonna get something for that later. The number 92, Brandon Price from Whitehall, Maryland. To the number 73, Shane Livingston. Late entry, but did a great job in the Twins. And then the number 32 is Sean Bear. He was second in the heat races behind Brandon Price. And the 21C, he's doing double duty. Got 100 for the first one. Let's see what happens on the second one. Daniel Poole, the 21C rider, coming out in this Dash for Cash for the All-Star Twins. So I got a lap sighted in, make sure everybody's ready, make sure the bike is right. Of course, this is not the time to find out that the bike is wrong because it not only affects the Dash for Cash, but they've still got the finals to go through. So we bring them up to the line. Hey, look at that number 92. He's got the Maryland 92 on his front number plate on the Indian Wrecking Crew. Livingston now on that wild-looking bike. Sean Bear on the outside on the Bear Racing Products BMW. Pull all the way to the inside. Here we go! And Livingston finds some traction, gets the whole shot. As they come down the back straight, we got a battle royale going. And it looks like Brandon Price has taken the lead. Sean Bear in second. With Livingston and Daniel Poole battling over third. Down the front straight they come. Poole in third. Livingston in fourth. Livingston even got the whole shot. That's one of those times where, like, you know what? I know I'm going to get tackled and hurt, but I'm going to run with that football. Give me that hole shot. Dash for cash. Brandon Price brings it out of turn 4, down the front straight. Sean Bear right behind him. Halfway through this race. God, there's some nice sounding motorcycles. Poole in third. Livingston in fourth. The leader coming down the back straight now. Headed into turn 3. Brandon Price just stopped over to talk to us about his the bike that he's sponsoring for Cam Smith. Hoping they get it back together. White flag comes out, 1 lap to go for Brandon Price. Sean Bear in second. Poole in third. Livingston in fourth. Here comes your leader down the back straight. Half a lap to go. He was a 2-time fastest qualifier. He has won the last 2 races here at the Barbara Fritchie. Let's hear a big hand for him. Brandon Price. Sean Bear in second. Poole brings it around, comes in third. And fourth, gone to Livingston. Come on, how did you like that one? All right, we're going to send it down to Mr. Excitement, Scotty Dubler.
Hold on, Mr. Excitement is this little kid right here in the green shorts and the blue shirt. He is super excited. He's all excited. That was the $500 to win May Family Dash for Cash. We'll put the 32 over here to second on the BMW. Brandon Price, he knows his way over there. Come on, Sean, you've been here before. You got second. B. Price going to put it right in the middle. Poole will put it right here in third.
Hey, speaking of guys that don't like to come in second,
he can do whatever he wants. He can put it sideways. He can put it upside down, whatever he wants to do. This guy's all the way from Gaffney, South Carolina. We'll start with third place here in just a second. Again, $500 to win, $250 for second, $150 for third, $100 for fourth. Pulling up here, he's all the way from Gaffney, South Carolina, the 21C. Make some noise for third place, Daniel Poole. Daniel, there's no tracks like this down South Carolina. How do you learn how to go fast on these pea gravels?
Only thing you do is just come up here and take races, and after time you kind of get a little bit more used to it.
These people up here, they said you're a foreigner because you're talking funny.
A little bit.
A little bit. You got to drag it out a little bit longer like that. Is that how you do it?
Yeah, something like that.
I'm just giving you a hard time. Hey, good ride, third place, not too bad. We'll see you in that main event.
Thank you.
He's in about every class. That's Daniel Poole, third spot. Move over here to this beautiful BMW, revving it all he can. Make noise for Sean Bear coming up second. Sean, we were giving you and your dad a lot of credit, and he corrected us a few moments ago and said you are the man that has designed this, put this thing together. He might turn a wrench or two here and there, but he gave you all the credit for building this beautiful motorcycle.
He's a nice guy. No, he's done a lot for me, to be honest. If it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't have it. But I want to say most of the time with my crazy ideas, he's supportive of what I want to do, and he usually has a lot of input and doesn't always agree, but we come to a consensus and build something, and come out and try to compete every year. It's just a lot less now.
Second in the dash, what's it going to take to beat the guy beside you in that main?
I don't want him to break, and I don't want him to fall off, so that's about the only way it's going to happen.
Well, we'll see. Good luck.
Thank you, guys.
Sean Bear, the BMW, second place. And ladies and gentlemen, the price is right. Brandon Price picking up your Dash for Cash win. $500 in your pocket. Another Dash for Cash win. You're also fast qualifier today. You are on fire.
Yeah, feeling pretty good today. Just not being on it, and everybody's riding with a heavy heart right now with what happened to Ryan, and I just want to dedicate this one to him.
Absolutely. So we also have the Baltimore County Trail Riders Association donating $92 for your fastest Pro Twin qualifier. That is yours too. I believe you had about 3 or 4 of those now in a row.
Yeah, I go around pretty good here, so it's, I have fun. This is one of my favorite tracks, and I'm just ready to get back out there for a main event and see how it goes.
You want to say thanks to anybody while we got you up here?
Big thanks to my dad, Justin Bender. He worked tirelessly to get this Indian ready for me today. And just all my personal sponsors, DBC Racing, Northeastern, Fireplace and Chimney, and just everybody else for coming out today.
That's Brandon Price right there. The price is right. Here's your fast qualifier and your Dash for Cash winner. Here's the fan club here. Hey, I think your new name is Mr. Excitement. What's your name?
Connor.
Connor, did you have fun?
Yeah.
Who's that guy that won over there? What? Uncle Abba, that's what you call him?
Yes.
That what makes him go fast?
Yes.
All right, I like it. You're my new favorite guy right here. I like the little guy. Hey, that's your nephew, right? Yeah, all right. The whole Price family's out here. Make some noise for your podium. Brandon Price, Sean Baer, and Daniel Poole. 1, 2, and 3. We need the water truck guy to go to your truck. I wish I knew his name. We could really find out. But the water truck guy, please report to your water truck. Thanks. Make me look really smart. Thanks, Rick. Your team player. Water truck guy, to your truck, please. Let's go back up top.
That worked with me. Water truck guy is very descriptive. The only thing you could have done better would have been completely politically correct and said water truck person.
Like Moto Mouth? Is that work? That works too, right?
Yeah, that works too.
Okay, all right.
Moto mouth. Just never late for dinner.
That's right.
All right, we're getting ready. And I believe we're going to put a little bit of water down before we come back with our finals.
Hey, Moto Mouth, we're going to do our 50 right now while we're looking for the water. Want to do it right now? Let's do it. We're going to do it. You guys ready? Are you buying? If you win, you're going to buy me something to drink?
He's got to buy everybody something to drink.
There you go. There you go. The Lions Club, they raised money up here. They're coming out. We're going to draw it right now. Richard Riley's making his way down here. We're having some fun out here. The 4th of July. Shaking it. That's a lot of tickets. How much money did we raise today?
I don't know for sure.
You know, $5. I get the rest.
No.
I'm just kidding. We're just kidding. 1,060, that's the winning ticket?
Yeah, no, that's the amount that they're going to receive.
Yeah, whoever's got that ticket gets that, right?
That's right.
$1,060. Who wants it? Yeah, I do too. I didn't get to buy it because I'm not allowed to, but I'm not drawing it. This little guy right here, he's got that's last year's shirt. What?
If I had bought a ticket, I could have won that too, you know.
And you could have bought us something to drink. All right. What's your name?
Cooper.
Cooper, do you want to read the number to us? Or you want me to do it?
Could you do it?
Oh, he can't read it. See, he said there's no number on it. Oh, let's turn it over. Cooper, here's the winning number. Are you guys ready? What? It's $1,000. Are you guys ready? That's better. A little bit better. I mean, just a little bit. 705 3 2. Who's still in it? Who's still in it? Last number 0. 705 320. The Lions Club. Thank you all very much for what you guys are doing.
We're delighted and we want to thank everybody for contributing.
Where do they need to go to claim this money? Where do you want them to go?
Why don't we just wait right at the gate there? Will that work?
Well,
That'll work.
Across the gate on the grandstand side. Again, the winning ticket, 705 320. How long are we going to give them? Just a few minutes, right?
Well, why don't you meet us, please, as soon as you can at the right at the gate right there.
He's way more polite than I am. I mean, I want to know right now.
This money goes bad in 15 minutes.
That's what I'm talking about.
Then we got to pull another number. So don't mess around. What's that number? One more time.
705 320. Richard said if you're not there 15 minutes, we're drawing again. Thank you all very much. Again, 705 320. They're heading over to the gate right now. Hopefully the water truck guy met the water truck because we need to put some water on the racetrack.
Oh, the water truck person, we're still looking for them. Hey, if you got that ticket, you know, wave your arms here. You don't have to worry. We're not going to charge. No, you didn't win the. Stop it. Sean Bear and Darryl Bear, the richest people here. When it comes to spirit and drive, and a big wallet, that doesn't hurt either. Oh no, Katie's got the big wallet. Yes, as long as she's on her medication. That's true for all of us.
got a short break in the action. Our buddy Sammy Betteridge just got here. He wants to say special thanks to the rookie class of '79. They've started a fund to help out with the Barnes family for what happened on Saturday night. So you can go to their rookie class '79 Facebook page. I think he's going to try to see if he can walk around the track in just a little bit. But we're trying to raise some money for the Barnes family. Our hearts are still with that entire family for their loss from Saturday night. So again, rookies of '79, check them out on Facebook, check out their website. You can donate just to help out the Barnes family, and that's on the rookie class of '79. Sammy's here. He's going to try to go in the stands in a little bit. We'll talk to Richard Riley to make sure that's okay if anybody wants to donate to help out for that great cause.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, the rookies class of '79 has been doing great work all throughout the years, and we certainly are appreciative of everything that they have done for us and the riders, all injured riders. I mean, they have some really, really cool stuff they put up for auction. I've bid on a few things, and I didn't mind getting beat because, I mean, it's very special. The riders that came out of that year, just an amazing time. And God bless everybody at Rookies of '79. We certainly appreciate everything you do, and especially for stepping up and helping us with getting over losing our good friend Ryan Barnes. All right, we're going to put a little music on, and we'll get back to racing as quickly as possible. It's just about time for the finals. All right, let's get ready to go racing. On the line, the open singles amateur. They'll get one lap, and that gives me some time to introduce our riders. In the fifth position in the heat, The 21C is Daniel Poole from Gaffney, South Carolina on the Yamaha. Also in fifth position, the number 5 of Aiden Johnson from Christiana, Pennsylvania on the KTM. In the fourth position is the number 4 of Darren Phillips Sr. from Gap, Pennsylvania on the Kawasaki. And the number 11 W of Wyland Seeger from Kemar, Maryland. In the third position is the number 5A of Dylan Cunningham from Coatesville, Pennsylvania on the KTM. And the 11A, Ken Kozlowski from Bainbridge, Pennsylvania. In the second position is the 2A of Tyler Cunningham from Coatesville, Pennsylvania. And the 13X of Cole Jose from Peach Bottom, Pennsylvania on the Honda. In the win positions, the number 45, Dustin Healy from Whitehall, Maryland on the Honda. And the number 00, Jeremiah Snow from Whitehall, Maryland. Your open singles amateur final on the line. Ten-lap final, here we go. And scooting out into the lead is the 00 Jeremiah Snow. He makes it around turn number 2. We got a nice battle going, top 3 riders going for the win, and the pass has been made. So the second place rider now taking over the lead. Snow back into second. Third place has moved up just about side by side as they come through. It's Dustin Hilly in the lead. The 00 Jeremiah Snow, the 5A of Dylan Cunningham in third. Down the back straight they go. Guys, a nice tight group of 3 in the battle for the lead. And now it's the battle for second. As our number 45, Dustin Healy, going out to hide. Cunningham in second. Jose now moves into third. Snow into fourth as they make their way down into turn 2. And it is still a tight battle for second, headed down the back straight. Dustin Healy from Whitehall, Maryland. He's 25 years old. Took the win in the heat race and is capitalizing on it now as he comes down the front straight. Cunningham still in second. Jose in third. Snow in fourth. As they round the top of the track. And look at this battle for second. They are side by side coming down to turn 2 down the back straight. A lapper coming into play here early on. So here's Dustin Healy at a battle for second. They make a sandwich out and split him down the middle. And Jose has now taken over second. Cunningham in third. Snow in fourth. Okay, so the number 11 of Kozlowski is your fourth place rider as they come out of turn 4, bringing it down this front straightaway. Dustin Healy just tucked in and rolling. Jose has taken over second. Cunningham in third. The number 11 now coming up to challenge at the halfway point on Snow. So Kozlowski making the run at Snow for that fourth position. Dustin Healy coming up turn 4 as he comes around. The battle is tightening up. Jose just ahead of Cunningham. Cunningham trying to make a charge as they go into turn 1. They make the turn, headed to 2. Snow has pulled away from the number 11 of Kozlowski. Down the back straight they go. Dustin Healy, he's in the rocket chair. He does have a lapper he's coming up on as we count down the remaining 4 laps. Jose starting to pull on Cunningham. Cunningham just kind of settling in there. Snow has pulled away from both of the 11s. So both the 11s now battling. That is Kozlowski and Sager. So Sager on the Kawasaki as they head down the back straight. The battle of the 11s Healy brings around out of turn 4. Down the front straight he comes. The waning laps. Jose all by himself. Cunningham by himself. The lapper coming in. Snow gets by him. The 211s battle by. And then it is the 21 of Daniel Poole. Lapper's really in a bad spot there. Right in between 1 and 2. White flag is out. Here we go for Dustin Healy. 1 lap to go. Jose in second. Cunningham in third. Jeremiah Snow in fourth. Kozlowski in fifth. And the 11 Singer right behind him. Ladies and gentlemen, get on your feet and give him a hand. Dustin Healy brings it around and will take the win in the Open Singles Amateur. Second going to Jose. Third to Cunningham. Fourth will go to Jeremiah Snow. Fifth to Ken Kozlowski. No, it was not Ken Kozlowski. It's going to be Singer. And then Kozlowski as they make their way around. Man, is that a way to start off the finals or what? Next up will be the Open Vintage class. As we bring our top 3 around, we'll get the podium done. As we get ready for Open Vintage. Open Vintage is on the line. And we'll take it down to Scotty Dubler as he gets ready to greet the podiums, the top 3 on race number 1.
Make some noise for your first main event. Top 3 right here. Third place, the 5A from Coatesville, Pennsylvania. Make some noise for Dylan Cunningham. Dylan, seemed like after you got into third, you kind of settled in right there. These top 2 guys were out in front in a hurry.
Yeah, I got stuck behind some lab traffic, and then I looked behind me and there was no one really there, so I just let them go, rode my own race, kept it steady, didn't want to crash,
You want to say thanks to anybody?
Thanks to my dad, my mom, Arai, Moto Gear, Vortex, Mega Metals, Stump Racing Gibbs. That's it.
There you go, third place, the 5A. That is Dylan Cunningham. Second place, makes noise for 13X right here, Cole Jose. Cole, solid run out there, second place, not too bad.
I got off to a pretty rough start, had to make a couple passes, got around some people, but I couldn't quite catch Dustin.
How hard is it to make passes out there?
It's not too bad, just trying to stay out of the roost and keep moving forward.
You want to say thanks to anybody?
Yeah, I'd like to send a huge thanks to my mom, my dad, my stepdad, Arai Helmets. I know Jamie's out there, and just everybody else that's helped me. Thank you.
Well, Jose, second place on top of the box, the 45. He was just up here a few minutes ago in that dash. Make some noise. Dustin Healy, your winner, ladies and gentlemen. Dustin, man, you are flying out there in that one.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, you want to say thanks to anybody? I know we talked to you a few minutes ago, but...
Mom and Dad, Northeast Seamless, Moto Gear, All Out Racing, Lowry Racing, and everybody else that helped.
Did you have some fun?
Oh, yeah, I was having a blast out there.
Always fun when you're in front, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
There's your winner, the 45. Make some noise for Dustin Healy, your winner. Second, 13X Cole Jose. Third is the 5A, Dylan Cunningham. There's your top 3. Look at those beautiful, those are number plate trophies. All right, I love them. I'm going to have to start racing so I get one of those. I like those. You see those trophies?
I see that. All right, we need them. And one of these days we'll both go out and we'll have a match race between 2 announcers. That should be fun. Okay, Open Vintage, race number 2 is on the line. The number 7 to Guy Storage in Sharpsburg, Maryland. He finished 5th on the Yamaha. The number 8 of Eddie Dean from Timberville, Virginia. On the Honda, finished 5th also. The 16C of Dave Singleton from Fountain Inn, South Carolina on the Yamaha. The 23 of Robert Meinenkoff from Hamilton, New Jersey on the Yamaha. The 50S of Billy Worthington from Gaithersburg, Maryland. The 62 of Cody Bauer from Baltimore, Maryland on the Yamaha. The 67 Ian Riley from Boonesboro, Maryland on the Honda. The 68 Freddie Swigert from Fairplay, Maryland on the Yamaha. The number 80 of Jay Mayer from Bishopville, Maryland on a Honda. The 930 is Daryl Yakubowski from Hanover, Pennsylvania on the Triumph. The 148 is Colin Neal from Cascade, Maryland on the Yamaha. And the winners, the 871 of David Athanas from Riegelsville, Pennsylvania. And also the 73 of Shane Livingston from Binghamton, New York. Here is our open vintage final on the line. 10 laps for all the marbles. And Livingston shoots out there. And I think that's Guy Stewart in second as they come around out of turn 2. Nice tight group headed down the hill towards turn 3. And we'll get some more information as they come by this first time. But great start for Livingston. And he is your leader. The 871 of Athanas in second. The 93, or 73, 93 of Daryl Yakubowski in third place. Fourth is the number 50 of Billy Worthington. Here they come up the front straight. Livingston is living the dream with the 871 of Athanas in second. They got a nice battle going there. Athanas trying to say it tucked in there. It looks like one rider out. That may be the 7 of Guy Stewart. I hear another one popping and cracking too. Here we come out of turn 4 down the front straightaway. Here's your leaders. Livingston and Athanas, the 93 of Yakubowski in third. Fourth is the 50. And then it's the 16C of Singleton. Bringing down turn 2 down the back straightaway. So, get past the lappers. And Livingston still living large there with Athanas in second. And the 93 Yakubowski, Daryl Yakubowski in third. Down the back straight, still in sight. And I'll tell you, it's possible, especially with these vintage bikes, you never know where they're going to finish up or if they're going to finish at all. Right now, Livingston living the dream. At the halfway point of the race, 5 laps in, 5 to go. And he closes up, so tight battle going down the back straight. It's Horsepower Alley right now with Athanas trying to catch up and maintain with Livingston. Now they're coming up into traffic on this lap. And it's not going to be slow traffic either. So Livingston going into turn 1 with Athanas on his back fender. Going through traffic. These riders are going to have to watch for him. Unfortunately, they may not do that. They make it clean through the first 2 lap sets. Still keeping it going as they come down out of 3 into 4. The further they go, the tighter it's going to be. Livingston makes it around the 67. Athanas hanging in there. And they have walked away from the rest of the field. Clean passes going through turn 2 and down the back straight. And, man, it is crowded out there for our leaders. Just hoping that everybody gets out of the way and lets this be a clean race. Shane Livingston down the front straight. Athanas on his back fender as they go into turn 1, headed to turn 2. Another lapper to go as they come down this back straight. He wisely dives to the outside as our leaders in turn 3 headed into turn 4. Here they come. White flag coming out, 1 lap to go for Livingston as the leader. Athanas in second. The 93 of Daryl Yakubowski just ahead of the 50 of Billy Worthington. White flag is out. Here's our leaders on the back. They bring it around out of. Look at this battle. We're going to have a shootout as they come down this front straight. It's a tight one, and Livingston is just ahead of Athanas to take the win by a bike length and a half. Here comes the battle for third. The 93 of Worthington, Yakubowski makes it in. And I believe it was the 68 that came in fourth place, just ahead of the 50. That's Swagger ahead of the 50 of Billy Worthington. Race number 2 in the books. All-Star Singles are coming up next as we get ready. Of course, we got a nice podium down here. Once we get him in position. Livingston, one happy rider right there. Athanas in second. Not quite as happy, but you know what? He survived it. He made it up here. Daryl Yakubowski brings her in on the 6th Street Triumph. So, man, big kudos for that. It's great job, great race. And we're going to take it down to Scotty Duber, and he'll get some interviews going with our winners.
On the Triumph, finishing in third. I'm used to seeing you on top of the box, man. Third place, Daryl Yakubowski, a good, solid ride.
My foot peg fell off.
What'd you do that for?
And it's really hard to ride when you got a place to put your left leg.
Well, your left one, it's gone. Is that a souvenir for somebody?
Yeah, I think it's down in turn 2, actually.
The guy who wants it's over there in turn 2, so you can pick that up in a minute.
On his way by, I guess. But I got to thank Hugh Mackey for the bike. 6th Street supports us. I got to thank my sister for coming down to visit with me and be here on this 4th of July. I got to thank Richard Riley for putting this race on and continue to put it on. I don't think he understands exactly what it means for all of us to be here racing on the 4th of July and be a part of tradition. It's really, really awesome, and we really appreciate it. Getting to ride against Shane and David, two real good guys out here, so I'll take a third.
Amen on that. Good job.
Thanks, Scotty.
Daryl Yakubowski, third spot today. We'll move over here to second. Your 871 almost caught him at the lead. David Athanas, good job, second place.
Yeah, thank you. I tried everything I had on Shane. Had a little more than me down the straightaway, but it was a good race. It was fun. We all race together all the time during the Vintage National Series and everything. But thank you guys for putting on this event, and thanks to my mom, my dad, all my sponsors, just for getting me here and helping me out. Thank you.
Can you hear these fans when you're out there racing?
I was focused.
Okay, he's too focused on it. That's second place. Your winner, the 73. He's riding just about every class, making noise. Shane Livingston, your winner. Dude, you are in about every class. You're a little bit red. You got enough in the tank for the rest of the races?
Well, I sure hope so. We came down from New York, and we were real excited to run here at the 101st for Frederick. We started running here back in 1999 when we were pro racing, and I've loved this place ever since. So
it is such a cool track. You go up on the front straightaway, down the back straightaway, and the pea gravel sure is flying, and the race fans love it.
Yeah, we do. We really love the race fans, and I really got to thank my crew. This is Mitch Green's motorcycle. It's a Yamaha 750. It's a lot of fun. They sound really cool going down the straightaway, and the guys on the back stretch are cheering for us, so that's really cool. And my dad, my stepmom, Butch and Sharon, the whole crew that came down from upstate New York to come down and watch this race. We're really happy to have everybody here.
Congratulations on the win.
Thank you very much.
73, your winner, Shane Livingston. Athanas is second. Yakubowski is third. Let's go back up top. Motor Mouth, take it away.
All right, thank you. Here we go. The All-Star Singles. These are your pros on the 450s. Now, this one is going to be a tough one because Cameron Smith, the number 92, he's riding on Brandon Price's bike. He's national number 44 from Coatesville, Pennsylvania, in 5th place because he had to drop out. 4th place went to the 21C of Daniel Pohl from Gaffney, South Carolina on a Yamaha. Third place going to the 00, Jeremiah Snow from Whitehall, Maryland on the Honda. Second place to the 45 of Dustin Healy from Whitehall, Maryland on the Honda. And the woman of the day, the 701, she took the win, Jess Reynolds from Coppersburg, Pennsylvania. We'll be bringing them out in just a minute. They're running the water truck around here, put a little sprinkle on. Make sure we don't lose it to the dust or get any bad lines in there. So we'll give you a little bit of music, and we'll be right back with race action.
Moto Mouth, before we do that, Sammy Saavedra, one of my good friends, is over there with the helmet. They're raising some money for the Varnes family. I believe he's over there by turn number 1. Sammy, stand up. I can't see you. Section 2. Are you standing up, Sammy? I always got to give him a hard time, you know. He's waving at us right now. He's over there in Section 2. If anybody wants to donate to the Varnes family, it would be greatly appreciated. Sammy Saavedra as his best friend, man. We appreciate you coming out here, Sammy, and enjoying the races as much as you can.
Hey, remember, you can listen to and watch the entire race on 1450 AM or watch our live video feed at WTHUradio.com on the summer radios that brings you the radio station that brings you the exciting summer fun and the best oldies on the planet. Cool Oldies, 1450 WTHU. All right, as we get ready for race number 3, the All-Star Singles. Jess Reynolds has the pole position. I think Cameron Smith's going to come out swinging on this one. Dustin Healy was second. Jeremiah Snow third. Daniel Poole fourth. As we bring them up to the line. I'll tell you what. If you were out there, where would you pick? Would you rather go out to the race line, or would you rather be down deep?
I like that rut that Jess Reynolds just dropped into, right? That rut got a nice straight line going to the first corner. That would be my first choice, or as far outside as possible.
There you go. Scotty Dubler. Doing right. Here we go. Look who went all the way inside. Cameron Smith. 10-lap race. Here we go. And Cameron Smith bringing his A game this time. Into turn 2, Jeremiah Snow on the outside. As they come down the back straight. Watch out, here comes Jess Reynolds. She's going to push it up in there as we come out of turn 3 into turn 4. Jess on the outside. Reynolds is back in 4th position right now, but boy, is she on the move. Cameron Smith in the lead. Jess Reynolds now moves from 4th up to 2nd. Jeremiah Snow in 3rd. As they come out of turn 2 down the back straight. Cameron Smith is like, nah, I'm not messing around this time. I'm gone. Hammer down and ready to go. Jess Reynolds trying to reel him in. As she comes out of turn 4. This could be an interesting race. Cameron Smith in the lead. Jess Reynolds in 2nd, and I don't think he's done with her yet. Jeremiah Snow went down on the back straight, and I believe that's... All right, red flag is out. Red flag is out. So we're going to slow him down, bring him back to the paddock area. Jeremiah Snow went down just before turn 3, but I can't see the rider. This is the things we don't like to see in this racing. But man, Jess Reynolds was working it. Went from 4th place to 2nd, coming out of turn 4 in that first lap. And she had set her sights. So we're checking out what's happening on the backstretch, and we will get back to you in just a couple minutes, and we bring our racers out here. All right, so Jeremiah Snow came off of the bike, ran to the inside, left his bike in the middle of the track. That's why I had to put the red flag out, because it was a danger for the other riders going into turn 3. So,
And Moto Mouse, Sammy's over there. It looks like he's working his way up in between section B and C. If anybody wants to donate to help out the Barnes family, I know that's an expensive deal. They still have to plan some things for the future, but we, Reverend Ryan Barnes, our thoughts are still with him. But Sammy's got a helmet over there. If anybody wants to donate, we definitely would appreciate that.
And we definitely appreciate it. This is family. It's bad enough when any racer goes down and gets hurt. When one of your own family goes down and will never get back up again, that hurts our family. So they're checking out, making sure that Snow's bike is in good shape. We will be coming back with a full restart, so we will start off the line. And there's nothing worse, nothing can take the wind out of your sails worse than to stop a race and have to go right back to race mode in 5 minutes. It's a tough one. So we're going to close up the back gate, and we're going to get ready to bring them back to the line. All right, we're going to fire them up back to the original positions. Full restart. Jeff Reynolds gets a chance to go out and do this all over again. Cam Smith came out on a Royal Enfield twin last weekend, pulled a second out. Just an incredible ride. We've watched him from 50s all the way up. Incredible rider. Jeremiah Snow starting from the back row. Smith on the inside. Jeff Reynolds next to him. Healy. And here we go. Dustin Healy and Cam Smith beside each other as they go into turn one. Turn two, it is all Cameron as he goes down the back straight. Dustin into turn three as the leader. Dustin Healy in second. But watch out, Jeff Reynolds on the way. Out of turn four down the front straight. It's Cam Smith, Dustin Healy. So here we go, down the back straight. Cam is running it. Jess Reynolds in second. Look at this. We got him out of season. Up on his back fender, the 701. Makes a run uphill and puts herself in a good position. They come out of turn two. She's on the inside. Down the back straight they come. We have got a battle. She is not backing off. She doesn't care whether he's one of the top riders in AFT. She's going racing. She does not want to lose. On the outside, down the front straight she comes. Jess Reynolds, side by side, pushes it in. But again, on the outside, that's not helping her going into turn one. Out of turn two, down the back straight. Cam Smith trying to pull away from her. Just get away from me, girl. That's not happening. Out of turn three to turn four. On the outside, here she comes again. Let's give her a cheer. She comes down. She goes to the inside for the pass. On the inside, and she makes the pass. The 701 into turn two. She makes the pass and loses it back coming out of turn two. But Cam Smith has got his work cut out for him. He's going to have to watch that inside going back to turn one. You know what she likes. She's coming back at you again. Come on, let's hear some cheering. Cameron Smith in the lead. Josh Reynolds in second. At the halfway point of the race, Dustin Healy in third. Poole in fourth. And Snow in fifth. Down the back straight, they come into turn three. Good gap. She takes the high line again, going to the outside. Cam Smith protecting the inside. She tries it again on the outside. Side by side, going into turn one. She feels more comfortable on the outside. She goes back to the inside for turn two as they come down the back straight. Smith still in the lead. As they bring it into turn three, she goes outside. Cam pushes outside, make her go further. Now let's see what she does. She comes down the front straight, side by side again. And of course, going into turn one, the outside's not where you want to be. Coming out of turn two, Cameron Smith trying to put a little bit of breathing space in there. He knows eventually this is going to hurt him. As they come into turn three, Jess Reynolds stays to the inside this time. Here she comes. She's trying an inside pass. Back into turn one. It doesn't get any tighter than this. As we get ready for the white flag coming out, down the back straight they come. Into turn three, Cameron Smith. National number 44, he's on the 92 bike. He makes the turn. The white flag comes out. Jess Reynolds set herself up. She knows the last lap. that she can pull him on this front straightaway. So you're going to want to be on your feet when they come back around to this finish line. Half a lap left. She's trying to position herself. Cameron's trying to run away and get away from her. Here they come. The run to the checkers. And Cameron Smith got enough room that he can keep her at bay. Wow, what a race. Dustin Healy in third, the 45 rider. Then the 26er pool and the 00 of Jeremiah Snow. 250 amateur race number 4 coming up. But first, we got a podium to go. This ought to be a fun podium. So Cameron Smith brings it in. He's looking over his shoulder like, damn, girl, that was good. That was a race. Dustin Healy, man, he's been up here a bunch of times today. He's like, you know what, I wanted to be up there. But you know what, down there is Scotty Dubler, and he's going to start some introductions and some podium stuff.
How about it, ladies and gentlemen? Make some noise for your All-Star Singles podium. Pros and amateurs, this kid's been up. You got the third or fourth time you've been up here today, man. Are you getting winded? You tired at all?
Oh, yeah. This heat's getting to us in these weathers.
Third place, not too bad. Congratulations on making the podium out here in this pro class.
Yep. It was fast. These guys are fast. I'm trying to keep up with them, so.
You said, guys, that's a girl.
Yeah. One girl.
One girl. Hey, good job, man. You want to say thanks to anybody again?
Mom, Dad for bringing me out here and all my sponsors.
There you go. Third place right here, the 45, Dustin Healy. Move over here to second place. Here she comes. That's right, I said she. She took the lead a couple different times. Get out of the way, Daryl. We want to talk to this girl, Daryl. Make some noise for Jess Reynolds. Second place. You know there's a national rider right beside you. You passed him a couple times on the front straightaway, dove in deep into turn 1, but come up a little bit short. What a ride that was.
Yeah, Cameron and I were going at it pretty good. It was really fun.
You raced against Cameron quite a bit?
Not that I can remember, no.
Well, what'd you think?
It's pretty fun. Can't wait to do it when I go pro.
All right, well, good luck again at the Amateur Nationals next week. You're going to go pro soon, hopefully. I can't wait to see it happen. You want to say thanks to anybody?
Yeah, my mom and dad, Johnny Lewis, Dunlop Tires, Scott Power Sports, Jamie Richards with R9 Designs, and everyone else, thank you.
There you go, Jess Reynolds, second place. And make some noise for your winner out here, All-Star Singles, Cameron Smith on a borrowed motorcycle. Good job. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
What happened in the heat race? I heard something, your header pipe came off or something?
Yeah, pipe came off.
Well, you twisted the throttle too hard, too much compression, just popped it off?
Something like that.
Yeah? Whose bike is this?
Brandon Price.
You want to say thanks to that guy over there? Right over there?
Oh, yeah, definitely big thanks out to Brandon Price and Ian, Riley, and the whole family for putting this race on. They support me so much on my AFT program, so definitely big kudos to them.
Well, I got you up here. Congratulations on second place at Weed Sports Saturday night on a Royal Enfield. The first time you've ever raced it. Second place, you almost won that thing, and we'll see you again in a couple weeks down there at Port Royal.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations, man. Big smile on your face. Enjoy this win.
Yes, sir.
There you go. The 44 normally, but today's number 92, Cameron Smith, your winner. 701, Jess Reynolds is second. The 45, Dustin Healy is third. Yeah, hold on to it for the pictures. We'll get them right back, I guess, it sounds like. Look at all the media that showed up. Richard, look at all these people that came to take pictures for you.
This must be the media. I got them from Ohio. I got them from New York.
Canada.
Pennsylvania.
She's from Canada.
He's from Canada. I
She.
didn't realize he is from Canada.
She came to take some pictures for it.
That is absolutely fantastic.
All right, that was your All-Star Singles top 3. We'll keep the racing going. Let's go back up to the top with Moto Mouth.
All right, thank you, Scotty Dudler. 250 amateur coming up next. And in that race, in 28A, Andrew Ebersol from Greencastle, Pennsylvania on the Honda had 5th place. The 31X, Vince Dilworth Jr. from Laurel, Maryland on the Honda. In fourth, the 14 of Ryder Bithay from Monmouth Park, California, on a KTM 85. He's on an 85. Came in third place versus the 250s. In second was the number 5 of Aiden Johnson from Christiana, Pennsylvania. And the winner in the 250 amateur heat race, the 2A of Colin Cunningham from Red Lion, Pennsylvania on the Honda. Here we go! And the 2A of Colin Cunningham with the whole shot there. I believe that's Aiden Johnson with him as they come down the back straight. Look at the gap he's pulled already. This looks like lap number 5 here. Colin Cunningham with the lead. Andrew Johnson second. Third place is the 85 rider, Ryder Bithay from Monmouth Park, California. Fourth is the 31 of Vince Dillon Jr., and then it's the 28A of Andrew Ebersol in fifth. Can you believe that? The 85cc against the 250s, and he's in third place. California riders are coming up serious. Colin Cunningham from Red Lion, he's serious too. He's got the lead. Exiting turn 2, headed down the back straight. Coming down into turn 3. Hey, it's his race now. Win or lose, it's on him. Aiden Johnson, the number 5 rider from Christiana, Pennsylvania, in second place. He's just exiting turn 2 now. Third is the 14 of Ryder Bithay. Screaming that 85. The 31 of Vince Stillworth in fourth, and Andrew Ebersol in fifth. A leader coming down through turns 3 and 4. Makes the turn, he's got a lapper to get by. So, Colin Cunningham out of turn 2, headed down the back straight, in the lead. He's got a nice downhill ride into turn 3. And, whoa, they are gapping it out. First lap looked like lap 5. Just how quick Colin Cunningham is, part of the Cunningham twins. The number 5 of Aiden Johnson, second place, coming out of turn 2, coming down the back straight. Colin Cunningham makes the turn out of turn 4, down the front straight he comes. Here's your leader on the KTM. I'll tell you what, he could end up, I don't think he's going to get the 5 of Aiden Johnson, but he may get everybody else as he brings that around. Colin Cunningham coming down the front straightaway. Should be coming up on the halfway point soon. Aiden Johnson down the front straight. Colin down the back. I'll tell you what, I got to like Ryder on that 85. That's a pretty cool bike to come out here. And looks like the 31 of Dilworth moving up on the 28. Colin Cunningham brings it around. He's going to get both of them on this lap. Out of turn 2 and down the back straight he goes. Aiden Johnson comes by the finish line. Halfway. Oh, white flag coming out this time around. And Colin Cunningham takes the the white flag. He's got one to go. As they come out of turn 2 and down the back straight. I'm kind of hoping he doesn't catch the third place rider. Not, he's going to make it through. So rider Bithay gets the one more lap. Checker flag comes out, and Colin Cunningham with the win. Out of Red Lion, Pennsylvania. Aiden Johnson out of Christiana on the KTM, the number 5 rider, comes in second, and rider Bithay, the 14 rider out of Roanoke Park, California, the 85 KTM, comes in third. That was race number 4, just finished up. Race number 5 will be coming to the line, and that'll be the 450 amateur. So we've got our leaders coming back down here. They will come in for a podium opportunity. You get to meet and greet the riders here. So Colin Cunningham with the win. Aiden Johnson second. And rider Bithay, I'll tell you what, third place on an 85 versus the 250s. Came all the way from California to help us celebrate our Independence Day. So I think he deserves a big hand for that.
All the way from California, third place, number 14, Ryder Bithay. Ryder's taking his helmet off. Here it comes. There you go. Make some noise for third place, ladies and gentlemen. Ryder, you're on an 85 racing against these 250s. You did great today.
Thank you.
Did you have some fun?
Yeah.
Have you ever raced a pea gravel track like this before?
No.
What do you think?
It's really fun.
Are you going to come back?
Yeah, if my dad wants to drive that far again.
It's a long ways from California, right?
Yeah.
And you're not old enough to drive, right? You didn't drive here, did you?
I'm not sure if I'm allowed to tell.
There you go. I like that right there. Do you want to say thanks to anybody?
I want to say thanks to my dad for staying up till like 5 in the morning working on my bikes to help me get out here. And for being my mechanic, my driver, my number 1 sponsor, everything.
There you go. Good job, buddy.
Thank you.
Third place, the 14 on the 85cc bike, Ryder Bithay. Over here in second spot from Christiana, Pennsylvania. Make some noise for Aiden Johnson. Aiden pretty stoked to be second place. I don't know. I've seen this motorcycle before. Maybe last week. Did you ride it in Ohio?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you like this beautiful orange KTM?
Heck yeah.
Did you have some fun out there second place?
Hell yeah.
You got anything else for us? You want to say thanks to anybody?
I thank my mom, my dad, CJ's Automotive and Towing, Scott Power Sports, Mike Scott, Tyler Scott, and everyone else. Thank you very much.
There you go. He's got it nailed. That's the 5 right there, Aiden Johnson. And here is your winner, the 2A from Red Lion, Pennsylvania. Make some noise for Colin Cunningham. Colin, good solid win after you got up front. I think you won by about a whole straightaway. Did you even look back? Did you just keep it pinned?
I didn't look back, no. I just tried to get a good start and focus on what was ahead of me, and just try to keep it smooth.
How do you get so fast on these cushion racetracks?
A little bit of practice, I guess. Really, that's all it takes, I think.
You want to say thanks to anybody?
Yeah, thanks to my Uncle Jay for lending me the bike and the leathers and everything. They let me get on the bike today, and thanks to my dad for coming out, and that's really about it.
Good job, buddy.
Thank you.
There he is. There's your winner, 2A, Colin Cunningham. Second is 5, Aiden Johnson. Third is the 14, Ryder Bithay. Let's go back up top. Kevin Bailey, a.k.a. Moto Mouth.
All right, we've got they're coming back out again. Tyler and Dylan Cunningham in the 450 amateurs. They were fourth place and second place. So the 2A of Tyler Cunningham from Coatesville on the Husqvarna. The 5A of Dylan Cunningham from Coatesville on the KTM. I guess that's the same bike. The number 6, Logan Eisenhart from Bartow, Pennsylvania, had a win in one of the races on the Honda. The 11W of Wyland Seeger from Kemar, Maryland on a Kawasaki was in 4th place. The 13X of Cole Jose from Peach Bottom, Pennsylvania on the Honda was in 3rd. The 35 of Johnny Bova II from Wadsworth, Ohio on the Yamaha was in 3rd place. The 8074 of David Athanas from Riegelsville, Pennsylvania on the Honda was 2nd. And the fast guy out here, the number 27, Ryan Miner from Marysville, Ohio on the Yamaha, had the win in the other division, the faster division. So we are getting ready to get them out here. The 450 amateurs will be coming up to the line shortly. How about we celebrate some more of America?
Center of Life Chiropractic and Pilates, located on Water Street in Thurmont, serving the community since 1993. Center of Life is dedicated to treating the whole you, and not just your symptoms, back pain, neck pain, injury, or you just want to improve your mobility and feel healthier. Dr. John Hageman's innovative approach to whole body health is completely unlike anything you have experienced. With convenient hours from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 3 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and afternoon hours only on Tuesday from 3 to 7:30 p.m. Center of Life is there for you. Center of Life is closed on weekends and Thursdays. Center of Life accepts all major credit cards and uses the honor system so you pay what you can afford. What an amazing difference they will make in you today. Center of Life. Make an adjustment to your life today. Center of Life is a proud sponsor of local high school sports. Playing real good, feel good oldies. We are the Four States Cool Oldies 1450. WTHU AM, Thurmont, Gettysburg, Frederick. station you take to bed every night. And your wife doesn't mind. Cool Oldies, THU.
If you only knew you wish that you were in my shoes, you just keep on using me until you use me up. Until you use me up. Hurt sometimes. That's true, you really do use me. You get me in a crowd of high-class people, and then you act real rude to me. But oh, baby, 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 when you love me, I can't get enough. I want to spread the news that it feels it's good getting you. Oh, you just keep on using me until you use me up. Until you use me up. Talking about you, but it all depends on what you do. It ain't too bad the way you do me, 'cause I sure am using you to do the same.
Celebrate the spirit of America.
The American flag, the Constitution.
Happy Independence Day. Progressive is America's #1 motorcycle insurer, so we understand motorcycles. No, really, we have a bike translator.
Okay, this is awkward, but this bike says he'd appreciate it if you removed his skull pattern saddlebag. He feels self-conscious about them around all the other bikes, and he says you're not fooling anyone. You mostly ride with your golfing buddies. Listen, I'm just the messenger here. Oh, no, I don't want to say that. I think you made yourself clear.
Quote with Progressive and see if you could save with America's #1 motorcycle insurer. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Frederick Fairgrounds, the 101st annual running of the Barbara Fritchie Classic Motorcycle Race. We're on hold down here. We've had a spectator injury, and so they've called the ambulance to bring it in. So we've got just a temporary delay in the action here, and we'll be bringing back we're headed for the 450 Amateur. That's race number 5, 450cc amateurs coming up in the finals here. Bob, what's your take so far on this race? It's been a beautiful day, perfect weather, and absolutely, and it's funny, the only injuries have been the spectators, not the motorcycles.
The track is
All right,
perfect
just a few more minutes before we get back to
as
racing.
you can hear, we got 2 minutes to go.
Right.
But what an incredible
450
day.
amateur race number 5
it's been
is coming to the line.
Intense.
Only 4 races left after
and the
this.
surprising thing to me is the cross-section and age group of the guys that are running and the guys that are winning.
Darryl,
Really
you look like you
we
need
got
some
young
speed
guys.
food.
I mean, really young
Yeah,
guys.
the last guy looked like he was 16.
I know. If that,
right.
I got socks older than he is.
I know, right?
But the reality is that this is a sport that pretty much anybody can get into if you've got decent reaction and some practice.
As a matter of fact, Richard Riley's son, Ian, who helps him run Fredericktown Yamaha, was actually entered in this race.
He's in the next one?
No, he's been in the race all day.
I missed him.
And Ian started out way back in the beginning here.
All right, they'll get one.
I don't have the first race. Oh, here
One
it is, right here,
takedown
number 6.
lap.
Number
Ian
6.
Riley
coming out.
race
Go right
number
around.
2 in the Open Vintage.
Gotcha. Now, the open vintage is pretty much anything that's about 20 years old, right?
Yes, correct. All right, we'll get you back to the race now as we
So
begin.
one lap to
Here
get
we go.
dialed in. We'll bring it back here.
Classic.
The 450 amateur.
Spills of motorcycle
Again,
racing.
4th place is
I'll be
went
right
to
back.
the 11W Wildland Seeger and the 2A of Tyler Cunningham. 3rd place is going to the 35 of Johnny Bova and the 13X of Cole Jose. 2nd place is going to the 5A of Dylan Cunningham and the 874 of David Athanas. And the win's going to the 27 of Ryan Miner out of Marysville, Ohio, and the 6 of Logan Isengard out of Bartow, Pennsylvania. Isengard all the way down the bottom next to the 5A of Dylan Cunningham. And it looks like Minor with the hole shot. And it was Eisenhart. So Eisenhart with the hole shot. We got a good battle in turn 3. Eisenhart was right there along with the Cunningham and Minor as they bring it down to turn 4 down the front way. So 27 to Ryan Minor in second. The 874 of Athanas now up into third as they come out of turn 3, headed to turn 4. Good race going. One rider riding out the outside. Eisenhart watching that outside. Minor goes to the inside on turn 1. Doesn't get him anywhere. Looks like that outside still hanging in there for better traction. Down the back straight they go. Out of turn 3 into turn 4. Eisenhart in the lead. Jamison Minor second. Athanas in third. The 874 rider. Fourth is the 35 Johnny Bova. And fifth is 73. Or that was 13 of Cole Jose. Excuse me, not 73. 13 of Cole Jose. Down the back straight into turn 3. Here they come. Good battle going. Two distinct battles. A battle for the lead and the battle for third. 3 riders in that second battle. Minor trying the inside again on Eisenhart. Eisenhart holding him off. That inside line just not working for him. As they come down the back straight into turn 3. Eisenhart having a good lead. But the battle for third is heating up. Fourth and fifth side by side as they come through that turn into turn 4. Eisenhart, Minor, Athanas, the 35 of Beauvais, and Jose. Jose trying to make some moves here as they come down the back straight. They bring it into turn 3, travel to turn 4. Eisenhart still in the lead. Ryan Minor in second. Athanas now has his hands full. The 35 of Bova all over his back fender as they come into turn 2. And look at this battle coming down the back straight. Eisenhart just a bike length ahead now of Ryan Minor. Minor pushing him in turn 2. Goes up underneath. They are side by side coming down turn 4, coming down the front straight. Minor tucks it back in. Athanas, Bova, and Jose having a great battle for third place. Here comes our leaders down the back straight into turn 3. 2 bike lengths separate them as they go into turn 3. Let's see what he can try this time. He comes up on the inside. Minor trying to make a move. Tucks back in as they come down the front straight. Athanas, Bova, and Jose all into turn 3. Turn 1. Down the back straight we come. The battle for the lead still going. He set him up in turn 2. Just not enough room now. He goes up underneath. They are side by side. He takes the lead coming out of turn 4. And he battles it back. What a battle we have here. Minor and Eisenhart. Minor in the lead. Eisenhart in second. They just back underneath on turn 2. Down the back straight. They're side by side again. What a battle. Eisenhart into turn 3. Minor goes to the outside. This is going to be a battle up to the finish line. Here they come. Minor in the lead. And Eisenhart in second. Minor will take the win. Eisenhart in second. Athanas just ahead of Beauvais. And the number 13 of Jose. All right, now was that cool or what? Was that worth the break? That's some great racing there. Eisenhart and Miner going at it and swapping back and forth multiple times. Who could make it out of the fourth turn on the final lap? And we saw it. So our riders come in here. Scotty Duber lining them up. You know, even if he got third, that's still some fast company right there. Eisenhart, Miner, and we were just talking about, Katie and I were talking about that. Jameson Miner had the same number as Ryan Miner, so it's kind of it's almost switching back and forth between the two of them. I wanted to say Jameson, I know better. So we'll take it down to Scotty Duber on the line.
Third place, back on the podium again from Regalsville, Pennsylvania, 20 years old, 874, David Athanas. David, up here on the podium again, man. You're making a habit of this.
Yeah, it feels good. Drive all the way down here. Just happy to be here, happy to be racing. Good job to these two. They did good. And thank you all my sponsors. My mom, my dad, my girlfriend, everybody else that helped me along with this, and wouldn't be possible without you guys, so thank you.
There you go, David. You got one more?
Thank you for all the fans coming out. This is awesome. I
love it. I love it. The fans have been great today. David Athanas is third. Second is the sixth from Bartow, Pennsylvania. Logan Eisenhart. Logan, you guys had one heck of a battle out there. Second place, not too bad.
Yeah, it ain't too bad, but you know, he scared me a little bit.
Motorcycle racers don't get scared. Come on.
Yeah, I didn't see him. I didn't think he was behind me that close, but I kind of turned on the on switch after he passed me to get him back, but didn't have enough in her.
You want to say thanks to anybody?
Yeah, Lancaster Harley Davidson, Gilder Green Landscaping, Curtis Performance, Honda of Orangeburg, Evans Power Sports, just everyone, thank you.
Good job. Second place right there, the sixth, Logan Eisenhart. And your winner, big 27 on their plate from Marysville, Ohio. Make some noise for Ryan Miner. Dude, what a race. That was probably my favorite race of the day so far.
Thank you. Yeah, that was tough. Logan kind of stretched out, but then, I don't know, I found something in two and closed in on him.
He said you scared him. Yeah, you can hold that over his head the rest of your life.
Yeah, it was close racing, so yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, it was a good race. Fun.
How'd you get so good on these cushions?
It's all I race in Ohio. I need to go get more clay racing if I want to do anything with AFT. So, but yeah.
You want to say thanks to anybody?
Yeah, I want to thank Mo and my dad mostly. Dennis Jeffries is here. My mom's watching as well. My stepmom's actually down in Florida tuning in on the radio. So I also want to thank 28 Motorsports, Hoosier Tires, 6D helmets, and everyone else that's helped me. Also R9 Designs for making the bikes look good. And yeah, I'm super stoked.
Good job, buddy. Good job.
Thank you.
Ryan Miner taking the win. Logan Eisenhart is second. David Athanas is third. Let's go back up top.
All right. Thank you, Scotty Dubler. Here we go, the hooligan class. And you know what? I'm going to start off in fifth place. And I want you all cheering for this guy. It's rider number 11, Randy Neal from Big Pool, Maryland. 76 years old. He is still out here racing. The number 11, every time he comes by, I want to see people standing up and cheering. God, I hope I can get out of bed when I'm 76. Fourth place, the 25X of Robert Sipes from Vicksburg, Maryland on the Harley-Davidson. Third place, 35 of Johnny Bova from Wadsworth, Ohio on the Harley-Davidson. Second place, riding on Kevin Varn's bike in honor of the 68 of Ryan Varnes is Ron Wood out of Hellertown, Pennsylvania. And the winner in the heat race, the number 32, Sean Bear from Pine Grove, Pennsylvania on the BMW. Yes, that's right. I said BMW. Thank God it's not a pancake twin. I'll tell you what, he came up with Yamahas before Yamaha had them. He came up with KTMs before KTMs had them. Now he's on a BMW. Vasislos. Randy Neal all the way down to the bottom. On a pretty much stocker Sportster out there, 76 years old. Here we go. Sean Bear drops to the bottom. Ron Wood had the whole shot. Let's see if he can hold it on. I'm pretty sure that we're going to hear that BMW screaming up this straightaway. So Sean Bear in the lead. Ron Wood in second. It's unreal. It's like he's going back and trying to swat the horse's butt. Here he comes. Let's hear a hand for him. The number 11. Every time we're going to keep it up. All right, out of turn 3 into turn 4. Sean Bear in the lead. Ron Wood in second. Third, the number 35 of Johnny Bova, the Ohio rider. The 25 of Robert Sipes. And here he comes, the number 11. He's about to get lapped. Our leader, the 32 of Sean Bear, exits turn 2. Gives him a polite nod and wave as he goes by. Always respect your elders. Here it comes. We got a battle going here. Sean Bear and Ron Wood. Here he comes. Let's hear it for him. Randy Neal. And Bova, Johnny Bova, the 35 rider. Down the back straight. Looks like they're going to come up on a lapper coming out of turn 4. Look at Sean Bear sideways on the gas. Speed up, sliding. Sean Bear wise to wick it off as he heads into that first turn. Ron Wood able to hold it on a little bit longer as the rider cleared. As they get past that lapper down the front back straight into turn 3 is your leader. Listen to that BMW. The Harley Davidson of Ron Wood in second. The 25 of Stipes. Bubba comes by. Here comes Randy Neal out of turn 4. And I hate to take the thunder away from Sean Bear, but come on, let's give it up for him. Sean Bear's looking over like, dude, didn't I just pass you? So they come down the back straight. And I'll tell you what, they've got the utmost respect for Randy Neal out there. Just what a gentleman to go out here every year and ride his bike on this Barbara Fritchie Classic. Sean Bear down into turn 1, Rob Wood right behind him. As they make their way around turn 2 and down the back straight, Randy Neal going through. Bova brings it around just ahead of Ryan Stipes. Oh, okay, he's a lap ahead, but still, he's just a little ahead right now. Here comes Sean Bear. White flag comes out, 1 lap to go. Reverend Ron Wood. Around that second turn and down the back straight. Ron has taken a few years off to get his daughter rolling on a bike. pretty good on the PW50 now. Let's hear it for them as they come around here. Here's your leader and winner, Sean Bear, the number 32. Second going to Ron Wood. And third will be coming by eventually. Johnny Bova. Robert Sapes in fourth. But hey, let's hear it for him. Come on, he's got one more time. He's coming up out of turn 4 one more time. Let's hear it for Randy Neal. Sean, this is he's been here a few times. Hey, using that understeer with no motor on is not good for braking, Sean. The 68 of Ron Wood brings it in. God bless you, Ron. So glad to see you out there with that bike and that number on it. Mario Bova brings it around in third. Sean Bear, I have never heard a BMW bark like that. Even when Nixon was road racing them. All right, let's take it down to Scotty Dubler on the line.
Harley Davidson in third. What is that thing over there? Well, yeah, Yamaha? I can't tell. It's a secret. That's a Harley, and we got a BMW. Let's start over here, third place. Make some noise for the Ohio rider, Johnny Bova, third place, man. Good job.
Oh, thank you. We're having a blast out here, and I can't thank my dad enough for taking the time to spend with me. And made it out here. I'd like to thank Johnny's Motorcycle, Bike Barn, Spectral Oil, K&N Filters, the shop Dayton, Tim at Pro Plates, and big thanks to my dad. So we're making it happen.
I love the smile on your face. Do you like this track?
Yeah, it's a good time for sure.
Congratulations on third place.
Thank you.
Johnny Bova, third spot right here, running the big 68 on the number plate. He took Reverend Kevin Barnes' number plate, turned it upside down to honor Ryan Barnes. Here is Rocket Ron Wood, second place, man. Good job.
Thanks, man. Man, this place is, I forgot what it was like. It brought me back to memories really quick. I like it here. This is a tough track. Makes a man out of you, that's for sure. Sean's got this BMW handled, and I don't know what we're going to do with him, but we're going to try to keep giving him a run for money. That Royal Enfield hopefully will be out next year, and maybe me and Sean will be rubbing a little closer elbows. We'll see.
Well, whose bike is this, and what is it?
So this is XR, Harley Davidson, Sportster. It's built by Mark Tepper Racing, and yeah, we got together and came out of retirement. I don't know why, but we did. But we're having fun, and man, it's a good group of people out here. It's a lot of fun. It's hot, but I just want to say, man, we lost pretty much a family member last night, and super sad about it. So it's a tough day to race.
Congratulations, you did what you could. I love the number plate up front, man.
Yeah, it was. I'm like, we don't have any numbers, man. He's like, turn his dad's number upside down. I said, freaking A, here we go.
There you go. Good job, man.
Thank you so much.
Ron Wood, second place, and over here on the BMW, first place, is it Grizzly Bear? Sean Bear with the win, number 32. Good job.
Thank you. It was a good time. I actually would have been happy to see Ron win this just because of, like Ron said, with everything that's been going on. There's nothing I can say that can make it better, but I came out today because I figured this was where Ryan would be. So I feel good about that. It's still something you don't want to think about, but my thoughts and prayers out to the whole Barnes family and everybody, family, friends, and his girlfriend too.
Absolutely. That bike was screaming today. Congratulations on the win. Do you want to say thanks to anybody?
Yeah, I got a couple sponsors, Bear Racing Products. Hermes BMW, SBR, which is myself. Pretty much I'm the one that funds the whole program mostly. So just a lot of hours in the garage just putting this thing together. Watching Ron and Kevin do these hooligan deals the last little while has made me think, I think I can run with them. I think I should come out and do it. But as far as going AFT racing, I just don't know if I will. But I have a desire to want to. I just don't have the funds to do it.
I understand, man. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
There's your winner, 32, Sean Bear. Second place with the 68 number plate today, the Rocket, Ron Wood. And third is the 35, the Ohio rider, Johnny Bova. Let's go back up top.
All right, thank you. And hey, next up, Open Pro-Am. So we're going to put a little bit of water down on the track, doing a little bit of tune-up, and we will be coming back to you with racing in just a moment. Again, we want let's go over some race schedules. So the Mission Foods Port Royal Half Mile is on the 16th of July. Also on the 16th of July, at the Hagerstown Fairgrounds, we're going to have a short track race. So if you can't make it up to Port Royal, then you might want to just come over and check it out at Hagerstown, as we have a District 7 race, short track on the 16th. On the 17th is the Port Royal Half Mile Flat Track Futures. That's July 17th in Port Royal, Pennsylvania. Sponsored by Dunlop, Royal Enfield, Just One, Motul, Signa, and AJ Cycles. And you can look at online sign up at flattrackfutures.online/Port Royal. Also coming up, our favorite summer series, something that's always a lot of fun, the Timonium Summer Shootout 3-race point series, July 30th, August 6th, and 13th at the Maryland State Fairgrounds in Timonium, Maryland. $5,000 in amateur winnings. You can go to the website for official rules and details. And that website is www.bctra.com. We'd also like to thank the Baltimore County Trail Riders for presenting a check to the fast qualifier in the Pro Twins class. And it's ironic that the 92 of Rodney Hot Rod Farris, who passed away in 1995, is represented by the fastest qualifier, the number 92 of Brandon Price. 3 years in a row he's been fast qualifier, and 2 years in a row, I believe it could be 3, he has been the winner here. And he's brought his Indian Wrecking Crew Indian out here just to see if he can do it again. So we're looking forward to that as they come out. That'll be the last race of the day. We are on race number 7 of 9. So 3 races left in this afternoon. And of course, this evening it's all about fireworks, fun, and family. So let's remember our families, the ones that have gone ahead of us and the ones that are coming up behind us. Help them realize how great it is to have a country that is so great. We have our differences, but you know what? Those differences shouldn't come between us. When it comes down to it, whether you're white, black, red, yellow, who cares what color? Who cares what you think politically? I got your back and you got mine. And that's what we should be thinking about now. So I'll get off my little orator's box and we'll get back to racing shortly.
Are you ready? At Lowe's, every pro is an MVP to us. No matter how big or small your business is. Earn back when you spend, get exclusive offers, and paint rewards. It all adds up to help level up your business. Join Lowe's MVP's Pro Rewards and Partnership Program today. Minimum purchase required. Earnings and paint rewards awarded as Lowe's e-gift cards. Exclusions, restrictions, and more terms apply. Valid through 12/31/22. See Lowe's.com/L/Pro Loyalty terms. Subject to change. U.S. only.
Cool Oldies 1450 is WTHU AM. Thermont, Gettysburg, and on your wireless mobile device at WTHUradio.com.
They say forever, boy and girl, they're just one love in this whole world. And
So Cameron Smith lines up. Jess Reynolds right next to him. Eisenhart goes all the way to the inside. Oh, we got a penalty here for power augering a trench. So he's going to the back row. This is going to make it interesting. Eisenhart, Reynolds, Minor, and Jose on the front row. And watch out, here comes Cameron Smith from the back row. He's going to have to work hard after getting that power auger penalty with the back tire. Down the back straight they come. It looks like Reynolds in second place right now. That may be Eisenhart up front. Let's see what happens as they come around. This is going to be a very interesting race. And Reynolds takes over the lead from the 45. No, excuse me, that takes it over from Eisenhart. So Jess Reynolds and Eisenhart now leading. Watch out, here comes Cam Smith. He's up in the third place now. Jose and then Minor take out the fourth and fifth positions. Down the back straight, this is going to be interesting. Here comes Cam Smith. He's trying to put some moves there. As he gets up close, he's going to try to split the two. Eisenhart acting as a blocker right now. Cam Smith in third. And Jess Reynolds, she just wants to run away and hide right now. She's in the rocker chair, but it ain't a comfortable rocker. Here comes the pass from the outside into turn 3. And he comes back again. Look at this battle for second. They're side by side. It's Cam Smith finally taking over second from Eisenhart as they go into turn 1. He's going to set his sights. Here comes Eisenhart again. He tries to come up underneath of Cam Smith in second. What a battle of the top 3 riders in this open Pro-Am. Down into turn 3. Jess Reynolds, she knows he's coming. We're at the halfway point of the race. Cam Smith in second on the 92. Jess Reynolds takes it into turn 2. Cam Smith keeps chipping away at the gap between them as they come out of 2 down the back straight into turn 3. Cam Smith goes inside, Jess Reynolds outside. She drops back in and holds him off as they come down the straight. So Jess Reynolds still holding on. Cam Smith in second. Eisenhart in third. Jose in fourth. Minor in fifth. Down the back straight. It's all about the gap, and she is trying to keep that gap open. Smith tries up on the inside. Fades to the outside, trying a different line. Here they come. Jess Reynolds holding him off, getting a little down as they go into turn 1. Now into turn 2. Cam Smith can't find any more traction to make a break on her. What a fair race. These two are at it. One of the top riders in the AFT, Cam Smith. Trying to make a move. He busts it outside. Jess Reynolds goes inside. Holds the gap as they come down into turn 1. Eisenhart, he's just sitting back there trying to figure out how to get out closer. Down the back straight they come. We're on the downhill headed to 3. Cam Smith, he's just waiting here. I think he wants to wait until that last lap. He's got to keep her in the gap. White flag is out. It's the last lap. This is going to be a great finish. Jess Reynolds down to turn 1. Here comes Cam Smith trying to break it in. He's closed the gap a little bit. Jess fades outside as she comes down to turn 2 down the back straight. Into turn 3. Jess Reynolds just a little bit ahead. It's going to be an absolute drag race down to turn 4, down this front straight. Here they come. Jess Reynolds makes it, and she will take the win. Wow. I think that's the first women's win in a major class at this racetrack ever. So Jess Reynolds, you should be proud, girls. The 701 of Jess Reynolds from Coppersburg, Pennsylvania on the KTM. First ever win in a major here at the Frederick County Fairgrounds. Second will go to Cameron Smith, and third going to Logan Eisenhart. Hey, how was that race? Did you like that one? Incredible. They've all been up here before, but this time I think we're going to see a smile on Jess's face as she takes that helmet off. All right, Scotty, take it down.
We'll start over here, third place on the 6 with on the number plate from Bartow, Pennsylvania. Make some noise for Logan Eisenhart. Logan, you had the lead early on. You're up there battling for with these top 2 riders right beside you. Third place, good job.
Thank you, man. Just got by me there and I couldn't see for a second. I had to let off a little bit. But then I got right back on it and tried to come back a little late in the race, but didn't have enough.
Good, solid ride, though. You want to say thanks to anybody?
Yeah, again, Lancaster, Harley Davidson, Curtis Performance, Gilder Green, Honda Varnsburg, Evans Power Sports, and Dunlop Tires.
There you go. Logan Eisenhart finishing up third out here in our Open Pro-Am. Move over here to the 92 today on a borrowed motorcycle. Make some noise for Cameron Smith. Cameron, you gave a little bit of an advantage by starting on row number 2. What happened off the start?
Oh, I guess I did a little burnout, and then Rick put me back to the penalty line. I guess he couldn't do any practice starts. I don't think I did a whole practice start, but it's all right.
It had to make you work for the second place, man. Good job, though.
Thank you.
You want to say thanks to anybody else?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Again, Brandon Price, Fredericktown Yamaha, my mom and dad, and then there's everybody else who let me, come out here and race.
I want to say good luck to you and Port Royal. Maybe put that Royal infield on top of the box in that Production Twins main.
Thank you. That's what we're shooting for.
There you go. Make some noise. Second place, Cameron Smith. On top of the box, this rider is going for the Nikki Hayden Horizon Award next week at the AMA Flat Track Grand Championships. But today, I believe this is the first woman to win a pro main event at the Barbara Fritchie. Make some noise for Jess Reynolds. How does that make you feel?
It feels really good. I don't even have words to describe it right now, honestly.
Well, congratulations. You had the lead. I think you showed Cameron early on in one of the earlier races that you had the speed for him, and then he battled back. But this time, you got out front, and you were gone.
Yeah, I knew he was coming. I knew he was going to be coming with some vengeance for getting put on the back row, but I just rode my own race and brought it home.
Sounds good. You want to say thanks to anybody?
My mom and dad and Johnny Lewis and Jenny Lewis and everyone who comes out and supports races, and thank you.
Good luck next week at the Flat Track Grand Championships, young lady.
Thank you.
She is your Open Pro-Am winner, Jess Reynolds. Second place, Cameron Smith. Third is the 6 of Logan Izard. Fourth is the 13X Cole Jose. And fifth, the 27 of Ryan Miner. Let's go back up top. Moto Mouth.
All right, thank you, Scotty Dubler. Next up is race number 8. We've only got 2 races left. The Senior 40 Plus Old Folks Boogie coming on the track. So in 6th place, we have the 11W of Tim Sager from Kmart, Maryland on the Kawasaki. The 5th place is the 3X of Michael Wilson from Baltimore, Maryland on the Honda. The 25A of Tom Boschert from Greencastle, Pennsylvania on the Honda. In the 4th position, the 68 of Freddie Swigert from Fairplay, Maryland. The 47 of Jay Mayer from Bishopville, Maryland. The 3rd place is the 4 of Darren Phillips Sr. from Gap, Pennsylvania on the Kawasaki. And the 8 of Eddie Dean from Timberville, Virginia on the Honda. The 2nd place is went to the 73 of St. Livingston from Birmingham, New York. And the 49 of Dennis Jeffries from Westerville, Ohio on the Yamaha. And to the number 1 positions, the 28A of Rick Winsett from Elizabethtown, Pennsylvania. And the 14 of Jack Wilson from Poolsville, Maryland on the Honda. Watch the number 28 all the way down to the bottom. That is Rick Winsett. Do or die, it's all about try. Rick Winsett right next to Livingston. Darren Phillips, the number 4, the 49 of Dennis Jeffries. Jeffries, another one of the winners in the heat races. All right, on the line, here we go. Two-minute sign is up. We're holding for one rider. Count it down. One rider trying to make it out here. 11 entries. All right, we're going to go. Winsett at the bottom. And it's looking like Livingston with the hole shot, the 73 rider. The 28 of Winsett right there. Winsett pulls on the back straight. Livingston has just got a rocket ship today. But again, I would not want to be first with Winsett behind me because he does not stop. Look at them side by side coming up the front start straightaway. And Winsett on the outside, still in second. Livingston goes to the inside and takes it down the back straight. Livingston, he has got a rocket ship under him today. I know the Winsett, I mean, this ain't over. There's 9 laps to go. I guarantee you, he's coming hard. Winsett is taking the lead. Livingston in second. Darren Phillips in third. Jeffries in fourth. Down the back straight they come. Winsett is like a pit bull that will not let go. He's got the lead now. The only way he's ever happy. Livingston in second. Jeffries in third. Darren Phillips in fourth as they come down the back. Here's Winsett coming out of turn 4. high and tight. At the halfway point of the race, Livingston basically, I think he's said, you know what? I think I'll let this go. I'll take second. Jeffrey still ahead of Phillips as they go into turn one. Our riders headed down into turn four now. Here comes Rick Winsett. He's coming up on the 68 rider of Freddie Swigert. And down the back straight, he will lap him. So Winsett goes by him like the turtle in the cartoons. Winsett down the front straightaway. 4 laps to go. Livingston in second, gets past the lapper. Third place still Jeffries coming down turn 4. Winsett coming down the backside of back straightaway, goes into turn 3. Down the front straightaway, white flag will be coming out shortly. Livingston just trying to hang in all together. Down the back straight. Winsett. Into turn 3. Nice battle between the 11 and the 25. White flag comes out. 1 lap to go. Seeger and Boschert having a nice battle. Here comes Winsett down the back straight. Trying to get underneath the lapper as he brings it around. And here he comes. For the checkered flag, Rick Winsett with the win. Livingston will come in second. Darren Phillips, the number 4 rider, in third. The 49 of Dennis Jeffries in fourth. Fifth will be the 11 of Seeger. And then the Boschert, the 25A. Good battle going back there. So race number 8 is complete. We've only got 1 race left, but it's the one for all the marbles. The All-Star Twins coming up. Rick Winsett with the win. Livingston living the life. Darren Phillips. Darren was hurt pretty bad last year, but he's bringing it back this year. And we'll take it down to Scotty Duber on the line.
Senior 40-plus class. This guy came up to me all the way in the booth this morning. He said, I want you to say my name a whole lot. So I told you you had to ride really fast, and that's what you did. Congratulations. Darren Phillips, third place.
Yep, I did it. I made it here with these guys.
You made that? That's what you want to do. You want to be on the podium, right?
And I'm an old guy, and I made it here.
How young are you?
58.
Congratulations, man. This is awesome. You only have to be 40 to race in this one.
Yeah, and I got these guys that I got to contend with.
Hey, congratulations. You want to say thanks to anybody?
Well, thanks to Don's Kawasaki and my girlfriends here helping me. And thanks to all these guys I race with. They are what make me faster.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
He said he wanted to hear his name today. There you go. Third place to 4, Darren Phillips. Second place on the podium again. He's going to have to race right next door. Said, hey, put some more tariffs on my helmet. You're giving orders out here. Second place on the road tax, man. Not too bad here in our senior 40-plus class.
Yeah, I really appreciate all my help coming out to working the pits for me, and Ricky just put on one heck of a race and just pulled right away from us. So I didn't think I had a lot in the tank for him, and I was going to try to save a little energy because we're going to try to ride the Pro Twins next. But damn, this is fun, and thanks a lot to all the fans for coming out and sticking out in the heat.
How hard is it to hop off a 600 Rotax onto a twin, and you were already out there in a different bike earlier? You're hopping all over the place. How hard is it to do that?
I just have to remember which side they shift on. I think that's the biggest problem. But other than that, they all turn left.
You want to say thanks to anyone?
Yeah, definitely. Thanks to Butch and Sharon, my dad Terry, and my stepmother Connie, and Mitch Green for coming down, making a great weekend for us for 4th of July.
Second place right there, the 73, Shane Livingston. Over here on top of the box, this guy is on top of the box every time I come up here to Frederick. This guy had the biggest upset, I would say, in AMA Pro Racing by winning the Daytona Short Track. I've been a fan of yours ever since then. Congratulations on the win. Make some noise for the 28A, Rick Winsett. Like I said, I'm just a fan of yours, and you still know how to ride this motorcycle so fast, so hard.
Yeah, the bike's a fast bike. I just got to twist my wrist, but this bike is good to me. I like ride here and usually do good, so.
Do you ride anywhere else all year long, or you save it up for this one?
I do ride some, pick and choose.
That's what you can do, right? When you get older, you got other things to worry about. But, man, we're so glad that you come out here to the Barber Fritchie every year.
Well, thank you for having it, because I'll be back till it's done.
There you go. You want to say thanks to anybody, Rick?
Yeah, thank my wife, Dave Hidden, my nephew for helping me out, and everybody else that helped.
Congratulations, man. Good to see you on top of the box again.
Thanks.
Rick Winsett right there. The 28A is your winner. Second, the 73. That is Shane Livingston. Third is the 4 of Darren Phillips Sr. That was race number 8, senior 40-plus class. One more race to go. Richard Riley, we're having one heck of a day.
It has been exciting. It's been a thrill. Some great racing. Great guys. They put on a demonstration of their skill. And after this race, which is the Barber Fritchie Classic, started as the Delphi Classic in 22, you are all invited down to come through the pits. If you want to see some of the machines, meet some of the riders, we'd love to have you come down. We thank you so much for participating with us and keeping this tradition going. One of the finest in Frederick. It's the 4th of July at the Barber Fritchie Classic.
All right, thank you, Richard Riley. Are you ready for the feature event of the day? The 101st running of the Barbara Fritchie Classic. Let's bring out the big twins.
wants you to look your best. Located at 101 Tippin Drive in Thurmont, Gary the Barber is close to your home or where you work. With Gary the Barber, you're assured a quality and professional job done right the first time, every time by a seasoned pro. Quality service you can count on. Don't have time to wait? Call today for an appointment. 301-305-7895. That's 301-305-7895. And Gary takes walk-ins too. Gary the Barber, affordable, convenient, and experienced. Remember, Gary says, with an appointment, there's no waiting.
Thursday, June 30th through Thursday, August the 14th, Cunningham Falls State Park invites kids ages 7 through 12 to become a Maryland Junior Ranger. The cost is $35 per child, and they will discover and connect with the natural world through learning and service in the outdoors under the supervision of park professionals. The event will take place on Thursdays from 6 to 7:30 p.m. For more information and to register, call 301-271-3676. To learn about this event and more, go to WTHUradio.com. At Cool Oldies 1450, we care about our community and you.
This update is sponsored by the Veterans Card Donation Program. Able to ship in from Newmarket. The westbound side of I-70 is trouble-free approaching Route 75. Not to head through Frederick approaching 270. And you're incident-free toward Myersville toward Route 17. Beyond all that, you move well toward Funkstown and toward Hagerstown as you make your way toward 81. Now heading out of Hydestown, the northbound side of 270 is trouble-free at 109. There are no major issues toward Urbana approaching Route 80. And you're trouble-free toward I-70 toward the Frederick area. Route 15 out of Frederick is trouble-free off of I-70. It runs well toward Thurmont toward Route 550. And you're incident-free toward Emmitsburg toward Route 140. Beyond that, you're running well across the Pennsylvania state line. And you're incident-free beyond that toward Gettysburg as you head toward Route 97 after that. This update is sponsored by the Veterans Card Donation Program. They are running a car drive right now to help veterans all across America. If you have an old car, truck, van, or motorcycle lying around, give it away and help the vets. Call today, 800-890-1032. That's 800-890-1032. I'm Rich Dixon for Cool 1450 AM.
Oldies 1450.
THU. Whoa, yeah. Everything gonna be alright this morning. I got a little woman. She is that now. She says she loves me. But best of all, she's my woman. My all. She's my lover. Yeah, she's my all. We run around, have a lot of fun. She whispers my ear, saying, "Oh, you're the one." Said, "Oh yeah." Said, "Oh yeah." Said, "Oh yeah." Oh yeah. Picked up a telephone.
On the Indian. I'll tell you, two distinctly different but very good sounding bikes is the Indian and that BMW.
Yeah, completely different sound. You got Harley Davidson's out there. You got a Kawasaki or two. They all sound different.
And the Yamaha, so a lot of different noises, a lot of fast bikes as we get ready to line them up for the 101st Barbara Fritchie Classic right here in beautiful downtown Frederick, Maryland. Brandon Price, he's going for that outside line. He wants the race line. Livingston lines up next to him. Sean Bear brings it down. Ron Wood, second from the bottom, and Poole taking the low line on the front row. Here she comes, Jess Reynolds, the 701. On the back row, on the outside, the 35, Johnny Bova, and the number 62. And not the start that Jess Reynolds wanted. She spun it up coming off the line there. Down the back straight. It's the number 92 of Brandon Price for the lead. And look at him go. That Indian is barking out of turn 3, headed to turn 4. What a battle we're going to have here. Out of turn 2. Ron Wood in second. The 32 is Sean Bear, and then Dan Bromley in 4th. So Bromley on that Nick Henderson Yamaha, as he comes up underneath, he is taking over 3rd place. Bromley is on the move. Bear in 2nd, Bromley in 3rd. Ron Wood in 4th as they exit turn 2, coming down the back straightaway. Dan Bromley is not done yet as he starts the moves and see how he can do against Sean Bear and that number 32 BMW. Brandon Price has checked out in the lead. Bromley in 2nd. Ron Wood in 3rd. Poole in 4th. Then the 23. Sorry, read the 23 on his back. So here they come. Your leader out of turn 4, bringing it up in the inside. Brandon Price. Sean Bear 2nd. Here comes Dan Bromley in 3rd. Ron Wood in 4th. Poole just ahead of the 73 of Livingston as they come out of turn 2 and head down the back straight. Got some battle going for 5th and 6th right now. Brandon Price. With an incredible lead over Sean Bear. And watch out, Dan Bromley chipping away at maybe a half a second a lap as he comes around here, trying to push it up in turn 3 to catch up with Sean Bear. Your leader coming down the front straightaway. We're at the halfway mark of the race. Sean Bear hitting a little stutter bump right across from the finish line flag. There's a little bump there. Down the back straight they go. Dan Bromley pushing it hard, trying to catch him up. Going into turn 3, definitely Bromley is faster on that back straightaway. Possibly finding a little bit more drive out of that turn 2. Sean Bear gets it all back on the front straight though. Brandon Price down the back straight. Coming into turn 3. Uncatchable by Sean Bear. And look at this. Danny Bromley starting to catch up on Sean Bear. Take the inside, a little bit less spin, a little bit more traction. Brandon Price down the back straight around to turn 2. Here comes the juggernaut of Sean Bear and Dan Bromley. They can't get anywhere near Price, but they are running into some lapper traffic now as they come up on Bova. Bova sees them coming, moves back up out of the way as Bear goes underneath. Bromley comes underneath as they head down the back straight. Brandon Price coming out of turn 4. Looks like he's just settled in. Come up a little bit more time. Poole has to get out of the way. Here comes Sean Bear and Danny Bromley into turn 2 as they make the pass exiting turn 2, heading down the back straight. Brandon Price down to turn 3, headed to turn 4. White flag is out, last lap to go. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I see some steam coming off of Sean Bear's bike. And let's see if one lap he can hold it together. Here we go, half lap to go. Brandon Price will bring it in and take the win. Sean Bear will hold it on into second. Dan Bromley in third. The 35 of Bova comes in fourth. And Brandon Price may have blown it up also. He's just drifting down the back straight. So if need be, we'll get somebody to help push him around. But you know what? He held it together long enough to get it in here for the win. I think the only one that can come in under his own power without anything broken is Dan Bromley. The smoke or steam coming off of Sean Bear's bike. Here comes Bromley. And somebody's going to have to help push Brandon Price around here. I think he blew it up the last lap. Come on, Dan. That wasn't second. That was third. He's not used to that. So Brandon Price getting a tow around from one of the other riders. Shut it off right after that finish.
So he blew it up. I want to invite all my fans, throw the gate open. Come on over if you want to celebrate with us as they bring Brandon around. Hopefully you had one heck of a day here at the races. We're so glad that you were able to come in, and it's always nice. If it's going to blow, it blows after the checkered.
Right, coming to the checker. He put his hand up. He's getting a pushback by some of his competitors right here. We'll see if we can get him into the middle. Heads up. You're coming in hot. Watch out, watch out. Uh-oh. Now the rear wheel's completely locked up. That'll be it right there for the 92. They always go the fastest before they blow up, right?
Oh, yeah. One of the rules.
Your bike looks fine. Yours is hot.
But I'll tell you what, that is the absolute luck to blow it up on the way out.
We'll give him just a second to push his way in here. We'll talk to all three of them. So I guess if you had a 2 in the second digit of your number plate, you make it onto the podium. That's how it looks out down here. What do you think?
I can't disagree with you.
Look at this. That bike's up and get out and push. Let's start over here. Third place, ladies and gentlemen, on the Yamaha number 62, Dan the Man, Dan Bromley. I heard you were here. This is the first time I've seen you all day.
Yeah, it's been a rough day, but come out here and put it on the podium. It feels good. Not a big fan of the race, but there's a lot of meaning behind it, and a lot of meaning for all these riders that came out on the road today. So happy to be here, and yeah.
I'm glad you showed up. I'm glad you raced today. You want to say thanks to anybody?
Big thank you to my whole family, my extended family, everybody for coming up here. My fiance, sister, and mom drove with me here, so it meant a lot. They didn't come, I probably wouldn't have came. So.
Glad you're here, man. Good job. Dan Bromley, a big heart over here in that third spot. Let's go over here to second place. The bike started overheating as we're getting towards the finish. About 1 laps to go. I don't know if it was you overheating or if it's the motorcycle, a little combination of both.
Oh, it was just me. The bike's fine.
So you started blowing smoke?
Yeah, it's just one of those things. I see the white flag come out and they make everybody worry. That's about it.
All right, well, it worked because you still got second, man. You know, like you said, you only race about 3 times a year. It's definitely worth it. You're up here on the box again today. Good job.
Yeah, thanks. You know, everybody that makes this event go on. I remember being a young kid. I believe that 92 sticks. I think that's when I won my first race ever. And it was here at this half mile. And then I remember sitting in the grandstands with my family watching the big guys running. It's a really special place. You know, it gets a bad rap for the size and how tight it is. But we're all out there doing what we need to do. And as long as we're respectful, it treats us good.
Congratulations on second place. You want to say thanks to anybody again one more time?
Just thanks to all the fans coming out on a hot day, 4th of July. I'm glad this event keeps going. You know, Fredericktown Yamaha, what they do to do this, the family, I know what promotion's all about. I grew up with it, with my parents doing it. It takes some strong people to put up with what everybody else brings to you.
Absolutely. There he is. Well said by the second place rider, 32. It is Sean Bear. And on top of the box, the price is right one more time. 3 in a row. Here's the Barbara Fritchie. Makes noise for the 92 with the Maryland plate. Brandon Price. B. Price. First of all, what happened? I saw you looking down, looking back, coming to the checker flag, and then it just let go?
Yeah, and, I had a great lead, luckily, and I went around white flag lap, was going down the backstretch, and I could feel the bike slowing down. I said, oh, man. So I pulled in the clutch to limp around as fast as I could, and then I just shut it off after checkers.
So you could shut it off and got pushed back by one of your competitors. How cool is that? That's what our flat track family is all about.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. It's a tight-knit family, and people from the outside, they don't understand, and big thanks to Ron for giving me the push.
I love that you run the number 92 to honor Hot Rod Rodney Ferris, one of the fastest guys from Maryland. You're backing that up because you're pretty dang fast, too.
Yeah, thanks. I'm pretty honored to run the 92, and he was like one of the last really, really fast guys from Maryland, so I just want to go out and put the 92 up front as much as I can.
I think you are now the new fast guy from Maryland. I mean, you say he was one of the older fast guys, but you are the fastest in Maryland.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
You want to say thanks to anybody before we let you go?
Just big thanks to all my sponsors, my dad, Justin, again, for working hard this whole week, getting the bike ready. Just everybody that put on this race, and all the awesome fans for coming out on this really, really, really hot day. And just keeping this thing going for us.
Well, the gates are open right now. If you want to come on down here and meet Brandon, he's going to head on back to his truck. And congratulations again on your third Barber Fritchie in a row.
Thanks, Scotty.
So, Brandon, we may be able to buy you a piston or two. $100 a lap. You let them all. So hopefully that will help. You won the $92 for the Rodney Ferris Award, and you got some money coming in from the big check. So, we're so proud to have you on board. You've set a standard, and now we got a few years. We're going to have to see whether you can continue stepping up. Rotors did this a lot, and thank you so much. Thank you, Dad. I realize this was a rough time. Thank all the fans. What a marvelous day.
Thank you very much. That's going to wrap it up from down here trackside. I'm Scotty Dubler, the voice of American Flat Track. Remember, you don't have to go straight home, but please go home straight. Good night, everyone. Let's go back upside. Up top one more time. Motor Mouth. Kevin Bailey, thanks for letting me announce with you today. You want to sign off?
Absolutely. It was my honor. Again, I thank Richard Riley and everybody here for allowing me to come in and share some enthusiasm with you. I hope you all have a great and safe 4th. And please, remember, this is a racetrack. You can get away with speed here. You can't get away with it on the road. They will get you. So good luck to everybody going out to the Amateur National Championships this week. And remember, the 16th at Hagerstown Fairgrounds. The 17th is the Flat Track Futures. And, of course, the Baltimore County Trail Riders Summer Series, starting on the 30th of July, August 6th and August 13th. Again, please keep the wheels on the ground and keep them rolling. Thank you all for coming. Take care.
All right, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the conclusion of the 4th of July 101st annual running of the Barber Fritchie Classic motorcycle races here at the fairground. We move to next year to the 102nd. What a great day it was. It was perfect weather, perfect races, absolutely no problems with injuries or riders having trouble. It was a great race. It was exciting, thrilling, and just coast to coast great finishes. Bob, what do you think? It's your first motorcycle race. How you doing?
I tell you what, I wanted this to be my first motorcycle race. It's also my first flat track race. Now, we've seen, the super bikes on TV, but this is the first in-person flat track race. I gotta tell you, if you've never seen flat track motorcycle racing, it is about as exciting as anything. Beats NASCAR, beats sports cars, beats just pretty much everything. It's exciting. It's perfect timing. The number of laps per race is just great. You can see the guys climbing through the various classes and races, and then you have the grand finale, the Barber Fritchie. I mean, it just doesn't get much better than this.
Yeah, those last 9 races were incredible. They were tense. They had a build-up. And they brought all the racers out. These are the guys that finished through the elimination that made it through the first cuts. And we started out all the way back at 11:30 Yeah, and I don't even know what time it is right now.
You're looking right about almost 5 o'clock. So it's been a good 6 hours straight
solid
of racing.
motorcycle racing, yeah, without a hitch. So, a great day at the Frederick Fairgrounds, another way to celebrate our wonderful country's independence and the 4th of July. Just an amazing day. And Dave,
yeah, we want to get Dave on the
final
headset here.
reflections on this. Dave,
One second here.
You're kind of our historian for the Barbara Fritchie Classic. What do you think about the 101st? What's your impression?
Oh, the racing today was great. I mean, everything really was beautiful. The track was kept in good shape. Competition was really good. The weather was really good. It was a spectacular event today.
Yeah, I would give it a 10 for sure. And I've had some 5s and 6s out here from time to time over the last 10 years that we've been involved. This was definitely a 10, no doubt about it.
Absolutely, and at the end of the day, it was a safe race too.
Yeah, and I want to remind you this race, you can share it with your friends. It'll be available on WTHUradio.com in our audio vault under special events, the Barbara Fritchie Classic 2022. You'll see it right there. Have a blast with it. It's going to be long, but you can go out and cut out the sections you want and find the racers you like and have fun with it.
Yeah, or if it's raining outside and you can't do anything else, put your feet up and enjoy.
All right. On behalf of the entire team, myself, Stephen Lowe, Tyler Wilhelm, Bob, Dave, and all the guys, Donna back at the hospitality tent, we want to thank Richard Riley and all of the organizers of the Barbara Fritchie 2022. Thank you for having us as a part of your 4th of July celebration. We really appreciate it. We'll be back again next year for the 102nd running of the Fritchie here live from the fairgrounds. Lord willing, have a wonderful 4th of July holiday. Celebrate it and be blessed.
Don't worry, if you can't make it to the game or miss the broadcast, all of our high school sports games are archived and available online at WTHUradio.com in our audio vault. Oldies 1450 is WTHU AM. Thermont, Gettysburg, Frederick, and on your wireless mobile device.